On Raider Nation, we got a loaded show for you guys tonight. Keyron Crawford signs his deal. Kirk Cignetti comes on here, man, lays down the law for a lot of people that say Fernando Mendoza's a nerd or a choir boy. Justin Jefferson trade rumors. We've talked about this before on the show. That and a whole lot more on this edition of the Just Win Baby podcast, brought to you by the Silver and Black Lounge. Let's get it.
Which team, by colors alone, is identifiable around the world?
The autumn wind is a Raider.
Which team, by slogan, commitment to excellence?
Pillaging just for fun.
Just win, baby.
He'll knock you round,
All those things
then upside down,
are the Raiders.
and laugh when he's conquered and won.
When you have great coaches, then after you have great coaches, you get great players. You have a great organization, and you tell them one thing: just win.
He's blown up. Raider.
Just win, baby.
Greatest offseason for a single team in NFL history.
Raiders not only have the number one overall pick, they have a pick in every single round of the draft.
Welcome to the dark side, my friend.
Let's go, baby. Raiders select Justin Jefferson.
Houston, get on! Bowers made the catch! Running, and reached the ball! Touchdown! Oh, over the middle, plucked up in the air, and picked off by Mack!
The greatness of the Raiders is in its future.
Yo, what is going on, Raider Nation, man? Welcome to another edition of the Just Win Baby podcast, brought to you guys by the Silver and Black Lounge, man. I'm your host, RaiderBen. Joined in with me, my guys, as always, man, the homie Black, the quarterback, my boy, and NuttyRaiderNate. What's going on, fellas? Dirty should be with us here in a little bit, man. Appreciate y'all. What's going on with you two fellas?
Same old, just a different day. Another day in paradise. What's cracking? Yep.
Chilling. Another day above ground's always a blessing, right, guys? Can't complain.
Yeah. Hold on, the neighbor's dog is going kind of crazy. I'll be right back.
Yeah, no doubt. So we got a couple things to talk about, guys, tonight. As I said in the intro, Keyron Crawford has officially signed his deal. I know there was a lot of people that was really worried about that. They thought there was some BS going behind the scenes with Keyron Crawford. That's not the deal. We actually signed his contract, so that's good. Rich Eisen has current Indiana Hoosiers coach Kirk Cignetti on his show, and asked him, what was his thoughts on, is Fernando Mendoza too nice? You know what I'm saying? Is he a nerd? You feel me? I never knew that was an issue talking about the quarterback position, but we'll talk about that. Tom Brady gave a quote, or gave some advice to Fernando Mendoza. Fernando Mendoza hasn't talked a lot about what him and Tom Brady's conversations have been about, but he did spill a little bit, man. So we'll talk about that. Ryan McFadden, a guy that covers the Raiders, man, very close to the building, has a tweet talking about Fernando Mendoza and his progression so far in OTAs. We'll talk about that and the Justin Jefferson trade rumors, man, that, I know myself, NuttyRaiderNate can attest. I'm not sure if Black was on the show. We talked about months ago. I said, if Max Crosby he didn't want to be here, he's disgruntled, and Justin Jefferson was disgruntled, trade him straight across. That's obviously not going to be the issue. They want a first round pick is what I'm hearing. But yeah, we'll talk about that. So before we get into it, man, once again, we appreciate everybody for coming by the show. Take 2 seconds to help us by hitting the like button. We don't ask for much over here. All we ask is to hit a like. And if you don't like it, bro, dislike it. Let us know in the chat what you didn't like about the show. And also, as you guys are tuning into the chat, let us know where you're watching the show from, bro. We're always interested to know where our viewers are tapping into the show from. So, first topic of the night, Keyron Crawford. Keyron Crawford signed his rookie deal. He was in the building earlier this week, signing his contract. It is official, ink to paper. I really had no true concern about it. I know there was some Raider fans that were trying to make something into out of nothing, but that's just the way it is. I'm glad that he is signed. Obviously, the Raiders still got to work out the contract with Fernando Mendoza and Jermod McCoy, who I do believe are still unsigned as well. But I do feel like all that shit will get itself situated by the beginning of training camp, hopefully sooner. So I know we ain't really tripping off it too much, bro. But how you feel about Keyron Crawford finally, actually being under contract now? Or Black?
I don't really have nothing about it because I never thought anything about it to begin with. Like, oh, I never doubted that they're gonna get it all worked out. I think it's just a spy tech thing or whatever. They're just trying to work the numbers so they can do whatever it is they do, because in a couple of years or so they're gonna have to start paying a bunch of people. So he just getting the house in order. I'm not too worried about it. I wasn't really thinking about it too much, but it's news. So the news is he signed. So I guess we'll be excited when Mendoza signed and Jermod signs. So it's cool. I'm happy for him. Get your paper, man.
Yeah, big day in the kid's life. And it's pretty much, man, some of you Raider fans, man, that were tripping. You feel me? Get your underwears out of a bunch. You feel me? Everything's gonna be all right. Raider fans always try to make something out of nothing. It's the way Raider fans are, bro. We're like super drama. Everything's like fucking the end of the world. Like I said, I blame it on Stockholm syndrome. I blame it on plenty of years of being mentally abused by the Raiders, and I understand it to a point. So that's why I'm over letting y'all know he is signed. There's no more concerns over it. You guys don't have to be like, oh no, there's something going on behind the scenes. He don't want to sign. Like, oh, it's busted draft pick, whatever, bro. Y'all just chill. Everything's good now. We are straight. So we are gonna jump into. We'll come back and recap that with Nate. Rich Eyes. Let me ask you this before we get into Kurt Signetti on the Rich Eisen podcast, talking about Fernando Mendoza being too nice or considered being a nerd. Let me ask you guys first in the chat. Hey, chat, do you think being a nerd is a bad thing for an NFL quarterback? Let me know what you guys feel in the chat. But let me ask you that same question, Black. Like, you think being a nerd is a bad trait as a quarterback? Or should I say, do you think Fernando Mendoza is a nerd, or if that even matters?
It matters. Yeah, it matters. Like, I don't know. Like, a nerd. I don't know. It depends on how we define a nerd. Like, if we talking about like Revenge of the Nerds, like, yeah, then that's a problem. Like, it's not a problem because you got a guy that's gotta be competent. But the thing is, you need to have a quarterback that can relate to everybody. Like, yeah, you could be the smartest guy in the room and all that other stuff, but you gotta be able to relate to everybody. Like Mendoza, he gotta hit the blunt every now and then. You know what I'm saying? Like, nerds will never hit the blunt. So yeah, you gotta be, and I just mean that. I don't mean that literally. I may, but I don't literally mean it literally. But you gotta be able to relate. So to be a nerd is a good thing because the position requires that. But also, you can't be too much of a nerd where you're not relatable. So I don't think he's that way. He went to Cal Berkeley. Like, you know how many cool nerds is at Cal Berkeley? You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been on Cal Berkeley campus. I took classes on Cal Berkeley. I'm a nerd, but I ain't a nerd like that. So, so it just depends on how you define a nerd. But if he just a straight up geek, then probably not, because you still gotta want to run through the wall for the guy. And if he can't relate, then you're not gonna do it, even no matter how nice he is, how smart he is, or how cool he is in the head. So, yeah, I don't think he's going to be an issue.
Well, I mean, so my answer to that would be, I felt like Peyton Manning's a fucking nerd, dude. You know what I'm saying? You gotta sit here and try to say, like, I don't think Peyton Manning, just looking at him, he would look like any player be able to relate to him at all, bro. He looks nerdy as hell. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? Peyton Manning is arguably, I'm gonna say this, bro, and I said this before. I think Peyton Manning's better than Tom Brady, bro. I think Tom Brady was just in a better situation, bro. But we talking about arguably one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever touch a football field in Peyton Manning, bro. Like, nobody thought this dude was cool. Everybody thought that dude was a fucking nerd too. And like I said, I don't want to sit here and make it about that. But, you know, I know there's a lot of Raider fans. Oh, he's too nice, or he's a nerd. Like, I didn't know any of that shit mattered, bro. Like, personally, I didn't know any of that shit mattered, but apparently it did. So Curt Cignetti, it matters to the point so much to where Curt Cignetti was asked about it on the Rich Eisen show. Shout out to the Rich Eisen show. This is credit to the Rich Eisen show for you letting us use his clip on the Just Win podcast, Just Win Baby podcast, brought to you right here by the Silver and Black Lounge. What up, Circus Raider? He said Nathan Peter Goat. Okay, so we're going to share the screen. So this is head coach Curt Cignetti on Fernando Mendoza. And we got Dirty Raider pulling up right now, too. So let's see. What up, Dirty? So for Curt Cignetti here.
How y'all doing?
Shit, chilling, man. Just getting into this interview with Indiana's current head coach, Curt Cignetti. When he was asked him about a lot of people say that Fernando Mendoza is too nice or too much of a nerd to be a successful quarterback in the NFL. So that's pretty much where the topic is now. What up, Jerry? What's up, guys?
So if you don't mind me hitting the Wayback Machine, because I've been wanting to ask you this question for months. The national championship game against Miami, 9 minutes and change to go. You're on the 12-yard line. It's 4th and 4. Did you have any thoughts of kicking a field goal? Walk me through, if you don't mind, that moment on the sideline with you.
Yeah, no, not really. And we had gone for it on 4th down a little earlier, too, on plus 37. And we the only reason we ran the field goal team out there was to buy some time.
Okay.
Because I knew I was going to call timeout. And but we had to call ready to go. You got to play to win. You got to trust the players. Put the pressure on the defense. I learned when I was a younger head coach, you know, a couple times maybe guilty of playing not to lose. You got to trust the players. You got to trust the players to make the plays.
And you look Mendoza in the eye. What's that like? Or you're just he already earned your trust a million ways to Sunday or Saturday at that point in time, or Monday.
Yeah, well, you know, it's not a super complicated play that we dialed up, but there were RPOs involved, and they were in an advantageous look. And you know, he played his best football with the game on the line, and it was just a matter of here's a play, let's go.
When did you learn he was special?
That part, Willie Wayne.
Curt, when did you learn that?
I really liked him at Cal. I thought he had a lot of talent. And I mean, you know, Georgia and Miami were the final two we had to overcome to get him. So
check that out, chat. I didn't know that until I had heard this clip. Mendoza chose to go to Indiana over Georgia and Miami. You know what I'm saying? They was in a betting battle in the transfer portal. And there you go. Like, he could have went to Georgia, my squad. But nah, he wanted to go to Indiana. He could have went to Miami. And he was like, man, fuck y'all. Because obviously they did him dirty and sent him and obviously didn't want to rock with him. That's why he had to go to Cal. But that's interesting. You know, he turned down Georgia. I did not know that. So,
I mean, you know, he wasn't an under the radar guy by any means. Needs some work in the pocket, footwork wise. He didn't have great protection.
Stop it right there. Stop that.
All right, stop.
Yeah, see, this is the part I've been trying to get people to understand. Because I hear people say this all the time. He's a Heisman this and he's this and going under center shouldn't be that bad. And I keep trying to reiterate, like, that stuff, the smallest things in quarterbacking is the footwork. Like, that's the most important. Like, knowing the plays, that's a given. You got to know the plays, because if you don't know the plays and where to line up, you're never going to be on the field. But if you're on the field it's important that you know the footwork, and he can't. He needs to work on his footwork then. He still needs to work on his footwork now, especially now being that he wasn't never under center, because that footwork constitutes the timing of everything. So
Yeah.
that's why I'm saying like he needs time to sit back and watch and practice before he even hits the field, because he only been on like under the center 3% or less of the time. I think like
Yeah,
3 times
3%.
all his whole career. So that is important. I'm glad he said that so people can actually hear it from his head coach.
Yeah, and we was talking about it a couple weeks ago when we were like, it's the little things, bro. Like just taking the snap. You feel me? Like taking a snap from under center compared to taking a snap from shotgun, two completely different things, bro. Like completely different. The footwork is different. When he's in the shotgun, he really hardly ever has to drop back. He's just gonna fucking catch the ball, and unless it's like a rollout or something, dude, he's just gonna catch it and throw it. You know what I'm saying? You're talking about an under center quarterback. I mean, the traditional 7-step drop backs are pretty much done in the NFL because pass rushers are just too good nowadays. But, you know, when you have a 3-step drop and a 5-step drop, especially when there's a play action included or when there's a play action included, that quarterback has to take his eyes off the defense for just a split second, bro. If his footwork's bad, bro, he's going to stumble. How many quarterbacks have we seen in the NFL come in the NFL, bro, and they try to do play action out of an under center, bro, and they fall. They stumble down to the ground, bro. It happens a lot, bro. And that's going to be a big thing that Fernando Mendoza, I'm going to be worried about off the rip, bro, is how is he going to be able to execute play action? You know, how is he going to be able play action under center? That's really my biggest thing, because I think that's where the true footwork comes from as a quarterback. You'll see it the most, bro, is like on play action, because when they head turns back around, bro, they got to make sure they feet in the right spot to where they can deliver that ball. Because, you know, people think, you know, throwing a football is just your arm, when a lot of throwing the football, bro, is with your lower body, you know, your explosion from your lower body. So
well, that's where you throw the ball from, is from the waist, from the hips and all that.
Yeah.
And as far as the play action, you taking your eyes off the ball, you taking your eyes off the defense more than a split second. It's got to be at least like 1.5 to 2 seconds, because you got to sell the run. Because the moment that you take the snap, you're turning to the running back as if you're handing off the ball to make sure he gets the ball. That's why you saw Peyton Manning had his hand out all the time, every time the same way, looking the same way. And so then that way, when the running back finally goes by you, then you key the safety. And the only thing you really looking for, not the only thing, because people take stuff literally, but the primary thing that you're keying up is to see whether the linebacker bit in on it, or if the safety really was the safety, but if the safety bit in, because you know what route you're trying to game the safety on. So if he takes that step up, then you know you got money right there. The difference when you catching in shotgun, you're gonna take maybe like 2 steps back, maybe like 2 baby steps back or whatever. But you can see the defense as is moving around, versus you see the defense standing still and lined up one way. Then when you take your eyes off, and then when you look back up, all kind of stuff is going on. So you only really keying a couple of people in the play action, but the play action is something he'll be able to pick up. That's not necessarily the hardest part. The hardest part is the 5-step drop, the 3-step drop. Sometimes there will be a 7-step drop, depending on what you're running, and if you're able to game that or sketch that or scheme that. Like you said, because they don't do it as much, because the DNs get around that corner and you already got the depth right for him to come right at you. And if you're not the type of quarterback that steps up in the pocket or know how to navigate the pocket without having to get up out of there, then you're going to get sacked. But Mendoza will be fine. He just need to get his footwork, and that just takes time. That just takes hours of doing it.
He could that kind of shit can be coached. I think Mendoza's got things that can't be coached. You know what I'm saying? Like his attitude, his knowledge of the game. He's got all the great traits. You know what I'm saying? But footwork, I think that's to be a given, especially when he's never played a ton of under center. It's so crazy, chat, because like we're going from we drafted a quarterback that plays like no under center. You feel me? To a team with an offensive minded head coach that the majority of his offense is under center. So it's going to be a weird transition for him for sure. But as before we continue on with the video, guys, I encourage everybody, man, to go to all the channels, hit the like button on all the streams. We're streaming on multiple channels right now. You're tuned in to The Nation with Attitude, man, the world's most dangerous chat. You feel me? So hit the like button, subscribe. I pose a question to the chat right now. I want to ask you guys this in the chat. You let me know. Coming into his NFL career, in your honest opinion, just with your honest opinion, what do you think Fernando Mendoza's biggest flaw is coming into this season? So let's continue with the video.
Game against Illinois, our first Big Ten game here at home. He really started to make big time progress, build on his successes. Played really good at the end of the Iowa game, which we won in the last minute. And then out at Oregon, kind of same thing, made a mistake and overcame it, led us to a victory. The Penn State comeback, wow.
Right.
Never seen anything like it.
Neither have I.
Yeah. And you know what? We've all seen him interviewed. He come off a little geeky. The guy's a lion as a competitor. He is ferocious, tough, and, makes plays with his arm and his legs.
He seems too good to be true. That's another phrase about him, right? Like he's so genuine, but some people think his genuineness might not be real, Coach,
No, it's real. And very deep guy. I mean, extremely intelligent, can talk about a lot of different things, but, committed to be great. When Tom Brady was his idol, and I've never been around a guy in 45 years that prepared like he did. I mean,
that right there, bro, is music to my ears, bro. I always say this, bro. A lot of you guys know how this shit works. Players who practice the way they want to play the game are guys that have long, successful NFL careers. Tom Brady, to Jerry Rice, to Charles Woodson. I can go on and on. Some of the greatest to ever play the game prepared extremely hard, bro. Prepared extremely hard. They practiced the way they play. You feel me? So I'm glad to know that he's already, to me, that's NFL ready. When your quarterback is coming out and he's already, taking the game prior to the game, all the little things serious. That's what wins games, bro. Like chat, like people get too caught up in all like the numbers and shit, but the numbers and shit and the stats. But at the end of the day, it's just the little things, bro. Like preparation is probably the biggest thing to the game. Just like these shows, bro. Like if I just came on this joint with no topics to talk about, bro, we'd be in here just talking a bunch of shit to each other, bro. So, preparation is key. But you guys have any thoughts on that comment?
Yeah, I mean, to be a quarterback, that's a prerequisite, actually. Like so anytime your team.
What up, Rosetown?
I don't literally mean any time, but like a lot of times, what happens is if your offense or your quarterback is not doing what he's supposed to do, it's because he's not preparing appropriately. Because that's why you hear the stories about the DVDs with Jamarcus Russell. Then same thing with Michael Vick. Because a lot of players, what they do is they rely on just their talent, right? And the thing is, you can only get so far with your talent. Michael Vick had enormous talent. Out of this, like generational talent, but it caught up with him because you don't prepare, and that's a prerequisite for quarterbacks. The reason why it's so unbelievable and it's too good to be true is because they don't prioritize that no more in the NFL. Because, and I hate to say it, is because they because now that quarterbacks are more athletic and there's more. There's less emphasis on that because they look at the talent and just try to wing it on the talent. And even the coaches make provisions for it. It used to be quarterbacks used to have to do that because they used to have to call their own plays too. So you had no choice but to prepare like you was in the game. And now that it's a little bit different because you got the coordinators, so all they have to do is kind of show up. So when you see a quarterback that prepares like that, they're going to be successful. Let me give you guys a quick example. Remember I told you guys this year that Trevor Lawrence, and then was going to be good. I said, if they don't go to the playoffs this year, they for sure going next year. But I got them going this year because he said he wanted to learn the playbook without the wristband. He wanted to know all the plays in his head, old school. So when you know all these things and you prepare like that, your game is at a certain level already. And knowing that Mendoza prepares like that, we have a lot to look forward to because we know he's going to be prepared week in and week out.
Yeah. I agree. I agree with everything you said, bro. Like that Jamarcus Russell shit is crazy, bro. Like that's probably one of the craziest true stories I think I've ever heard of come out of like Raiders camp, like ever, bro. Like, I mean, I'm not surprised because it was Jamarcus, you know what I'm saying? But you know, at the end of the day, that shit was hella crazy. So I did pose a
Michael Vick
question.
too. It happened to Michael Vick too. And it happened to
he got what? Michael Vick got a blank DVD too?
Yeah, and they asked him about did he like the plays that they had for him. And he said, yeah, they did. They do a lot of players like that. But see, now they used to do them like that because now remember, wasn't that Kyler Murray? He was having a problem. He wasn't logging into his notebook, and it was like, well, you're not studying because you're not logging in because now they log the hours that you study. Remember, so that's essentially the same thing now, except for they had to. Because they didn't have the technology back then, because they'd be like, did you watch the tape? And they'd be like, yeah. And they know they'd be lying, but they can't prove it. So they give you a blank disc and they know you lying. So
dude, Kyler Murray was a first round pick for the A's, bro. And I bet you the Cardinals were wishing they probably just let his ass go to the A's, gang. I ain't gonna lie. That shit is crazy. So I did propose a question to the chat a couple of minutes, guys. I said, I want to know what your guys' biggest concern or flaw was for Fernando Mendoza coming into this season. You got a couple answers. Willie Wayne says he's inexperienced at pro ball. That's really it. Let's see. Jerry said it seems like Fernando's having an accuracy problem right now from what he's hearing. Bruce Willis said his biggest concern is his feet, but he'll be just fine. A smart young man will fix that problem. I agree. Like I said earlier, I think that is something that can be coached up. Let's see. I know Anthony Vincio is down here on some hate and shit. Let's see what Fernando Mendoza said, but Anthony Provencio said. I gotta find that comment. Where is it at?
There is his footwork though.
Being a fucking cornball, Anthony Provencio's hating fucking ass.
Yeah, but the answer is his footwork though. That's the thing that he needs to work on most is his footwork.
Yeah, no, for sure.
That's probably like 80% of the quarterbacks in the NFL too, like still right now.
Yeah. So we just posted an overreaction statement in the chat. The statement was overreaction. Are the Raiders playoff bound in 2026? Post 1 for an overreaction or 2 for reality. Willie Wayne says it's an overreaction. Charm City with an overreaction. Sal with an overreaction. Bruce Willis said it's reality with some luck. Let's see what else we got here. Only flaw is he's a rookie. Faster decisions he will adjust. Circus said regarding the comment about his biggest concern is he's not a client of Circus Raiders Law Group. I can make all these nerds allegations disappear. What up, Frank Weber? What up? Frank Weber said it is an overreaction. So that's how we feel. So let's finish this video. We'll get into a statement.
I got one thing. I'll be right in.
Oh, sorry, bro. I didn't know you was back, gang.
No,
I thought you went and took a shit and fell in the toilet or something, gang. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
What up with you, though, bro?
I didn't even wash my hands.
Ain't nothing wrong with that as long as you ain't shaking my hand or smoking my blunt, dude. We're good. Fecal matter in his nails. He got feces in his nails. That shit
bother me. That if you don't wash your hands at home, goddamn, you damn sure ain't wash your hands in public.
What up, Raider Ryan? Saludos.
I'm with you. I'm trolling Ben.
Big troll. Big troll.
Yeah, but one of my gripes about Mendoza, he takes way too many hits. He thinks he's Superman. I like that he lays it out for his team, but we got to chill back on that.
It's a blocking thing though. That ain't a him thing. Because you got to take them hits. You got to take those hits as a quarterback. You got to. Because then what? Because what's the alternative? That he run or what? That's the only alternative.
Yeah, he should find a way not to take those hits.
Yeah, the lineman. The lineman.
He had a lot of time last year. I don't know. It wasn't
Because
all
you
the
got to
linemen.
understand, he's not looking at the.
He was
He's not
getting it out
looking
of his
at
hand.
the.
Yeah.
He ain't looking at the player that's hitting him, and he's looking down the field. I mean, you can feel the guy coming, and you might can move to the left or right a little bit, but you're still gonna take that hit.
It's all timing. He's got to get rid of the ball. That's what I'm saying. But instead of taking those hits, either tuck it and run or get out of bounds or whatever you need to do. Take care of himself better than he has been.
That's O-line.
He got knocked out of the playoffs against Ohio. Was it Ohio or Oregon? He got knocked out like the first play.
That was Ohio.
It was just him and dude. It was like slow motion. It was like you saw it coming. He took the hit and he got knocked out for a play. And
he's a young player. I mean, he'll learn. I mean, he's going to have to learn too. It's obviously going to be different in the NFL. Obviously, these guys like Black say, it's grown man's paying other grown man's bills. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
and they're faster.
Going to be different. Exactly. So I think he's definitely going to be coached up. I do like our quarterback coach, Mike Sullivan. I like our entire offensive group, bro. Like our entire offensive group, from our weapons all the way down to the coaching staff, bro. I think we have a group of guys that are, have a great track record of winning, and a great track record of not only winning but being great teachers. And a lot of the quarterbacks that these guys have coached up are successful NFL quarterbacks. I've said this 1,000 times. I'm going to say it 1,001 times now. Who thought Sam Darnold was ever going to win a Super Bowl, bro? You feel me? Sam Darnold went from a quarterback that was seeing ghost to a quarterback that ultimately was the ghost buster. You feel me? Because Clint Kubiak. You feel me? Got them to a chip.
The year before, though, you could see that he was. The year before, you could see that he was on the cusp. The only difference between last year and this year is, against those ghosts y'all talking about, them wasn't no ghosts. Them was real dudes hitting him. He wasn't moving because there wasn't nobody there.
That was his actual statement. That's all I'm saying.
No. I know that's what they were saying. I ain't saying you said that. I'm saying like they were actually hitting him. So if you guys look at how he moved in a pocket this year versus last year, you can see that little half a step that y'all talking about, that you can't take those hits. Yeah, okay, you can't take those hits if you're not navigating the pocket. Mendoza navigates the pocket. And I'm not saying you're wrong, Nate, because he does need to navigate the pocket a little bit more. But what I'm saying is those hits, you got to take those hits. Those hits, that just comes with it, because at the same time, it's coming, but you're buying time for your receiver to get open. You're literally putting your life on the line.
Room for improvement. Thank you.
But no, you have to do that because there's not time.
He's going to take
no
hits,
extra
you
time.
need to take less of them. You got to go run out of bounds. You got to.
Nah.
Yeah.
That's how you see ghosts. That's when you start seeing ghosts.
You don't have to stand there and take all those hits, bro. You don't.
No, I didn't say all of them. Let's not do that. Majority of them, you have to. You can't think in your mind, I'm going to either run out of bounds or run out the pocket. No, you got to stay in there. Period.
No, that's not what he's saying. That's not what he's saying. I see what your point is, but that's not what he's saying. Some of these passes, he stands there. Yes, he takes the hit, but he could throw that pass and step to the side or fall to the ground. You don't have to stand there and take a hit after throwing the pass.
Oh, he ain't gonna that ain't gonna happen in the NFL anyways, bro. Because that in the NFL, bro, that's a roughing the passer.
He doesn't step out the way. He doesn't move. He doesn't try. He just literally takes that hit. But you can do better than that. You can do better.
You could always do better at everything. But what I'm saying to y'all is, what I'm hearing is, okay, he has to throw the ball and fall, or he got to move out the way and avoid the hit. No, there is no time to do all that. You only get like 3.5 seconds to throw the ball, man. You ain't got time to be doing all that. And if your mind is thinking that, that's how you see the ghosts. Because sometimes you're gonna be thinking that, and there's not a person there to do that. That's where the term comes from. Because if you're looking at the defender coming at you and you're trying to gauge where your receiver is, you already dual-minded. So you know the guy is coming. So you either gotta take that half a step so you don't take the full hit, but you're gonna take that hit. I'm sorry, the quarterback is the most hit player on the field. I'm talking about from a running start, not like two linemen hitting each other, but I'm talking about as far as somebody running and hitting you, the quarterback takes the most hits by far. And that's because you got to stand in the pocket. They literally teach you, you got to stand in there. You got to take it. And that's why a lot of quarterbacks ain't got that, because they scared to stand in there and take them hits time after time after time. You got to.
Yeah, and if there's a lot of quarterbacks, bro, that'll get drafted to, you know, crappy teams. I mean, with crappy coaching staffs. I mean, obviously, I feel like the Raiders could be a crappy team depending on how you look at it, but I feel like we have a good coaching staff that's going to be able to scheme people open. But the point I'm trying to make is, you know, you go to a crappy team that can't get nobody open, and your quarterback, you get a quarterback that can just stand there and take hits, and can't nobody ever get open, and he's getting crushed. I mean, that'll kill a quarterback too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, then you run.
Then
you run, but then you don't want that to happen, because then you'd be looking like Geno Smith, because you see how he was looking once he started trying to run. He was looking like AOC because he can't even fall right. I was like, I didn't even know you didn't know how to slide right. He barely know how to slide.
Yeah, facts. So shout out to the chat, man. We appreciate y'all.
You can't watch the you can't follow your receivers if that's what you're thinking. Like, I can't take this hit. Like, no, you're not gonna be able to focus like that. You're not. You just gotta take it.
I proposed another question to the chat, man. You guys let me know. This may be an obvious for some people, but I have seen some answers that I didn't think I would expect to see. I proposed a question to the chat: who will be the best player on offense for the Raiders this season? I got Bowers. I figured that was probably going to be the obvious for a lot of people. Willie Wayne got Bowers. Charm City got Bowers. SoCal Sal with Bowers. Frank Weber, he said, hopefully Genty, but probably Linderbaum.
Thank you. Yeah, there's a smart guy.
Linderbaum.
Linderbaum is going to be the best person on the offense.
Bro, I mean, obviously, he's going to probably be our most important part on offense, bro, because, I mean, if the transition that we're going to have with the new zone blocking scheme, and, you know, obviously we're going to need somebody that could be down there and communicate. If Linderbaum can come out and hit the ground running, bro, I could see it. We're talking about the question wasn't the most productive player. It was the overall best player. So I definitely think if the question was most productive, I think the obvious question there would be Brock Bowers. But I love how Frank Weber seen outside the box, and he didn't hear me say most productive. He just said overall best player. So I like that. I like the Linderbaum answer for sure.
Naylor.
Yeah, because those guys are going to be the beneficiary of Linderbaum. Like, Genty is going to be the beneficiary of the O-line getting better. Anybody, I mean, any wide receiver, anybody, Bowers, he's going to be the beneficiary of the line calls that we're going to have from him. Like you said, learning the new scheme, the run scheme, he's going to settle all that down. Like, Linderbaum is by far. Webb must be watching. He must be coming to my channel a lot, because he's one of the smart guys on YouTube. So he must be over there on Business Decision Sports.
You trying to say you don't have no dummies watching you? What you saying?
No, I do. They just don't say nothing.
I'm about to say,
Raider Nation for Life makes a great comment right here.
What?
So we all got some dum-dums.
Right, I'm dumb sometimes too.
Raider Nation for Life makes a great comment here. I forget who was talking about how he took that hit. That hit was against Miami, and yes, that's what I was trying to say. That kind of hit that he took, bro, is a roughing the passer and a potential ejection of the National Football League. So I hear, to go back on the argument that NuttyRaiderNate was talking about him taking too much hits. I think a lot of that, bro, is his offensive line wasn't very great. You know what I'm saying? And also, you know, those kind of things that are allowed in college football, bro, if he takes hits like that at the next level, bro, unless, I mean, we've seen Derek Carr take a ton of abuse, bro. So I'm not going to go out and say for sure. But a lot of that should be pass interference, bro. And they're not going to hit Fernando Mendoza like that in the NFL just because that's not allowed. In college, the hits that Fernando Mendoza was taking is the reason why people watch college football, because there's dudes out there trying to kill people to make it to the league, bro. And they obviously, the entire college football world had a target on Mendoza's back. You know what I'm saying? But in the National Football League, that's a fine. That's an ejection. Like, yeah, that's a great comment, Raider Nation for life. So, and I mean, to go back on it, you feel me? Like, I don't want any of my quarterbacks taking too many hits, but if you look back at the history of Clint Kubiak's offense, the way he runs the ball, damn near just as much as he passes the ball, I don't think the quarterbacks, the ball is going to be in Fernando Mendoza's hand to the point to where we're going to have to be worried about, you feel me, him taking a ton of hits. I mean, Sam Darnold didn't take too many hits. A lot of the offensive coordinator, or a lot of the places where he's played offensive coordinator role, the quarterbacks did a good job of not taking too many hits. So,
but y'all right about the hits. I'm not saying you're supposed to go in there and be a tough guy and take all the hits. No, especially hits outside of the pocket.
What up, still, man?
I'm just saying, I'm talking about passes. If he's throwing the ball and a dude take a step and a half, and he hits you, and you say, well, you could have avoided that. No, it ain't no avoiding that. That's the gut check. That's the gut check. That's how I promise you, when your teammates see that you're doing that, and especially your receiver, they understand that you're putting it on the line for them all the time. They get it. They understand it, because there is no, the play happens so fast. I'm telling you, you can't avoid them like that. But them outside of the pocket ones, don't take them. Yeah, slide, jump, fall to the floor, anything. Do the AOC. Throw it out of bounds. He's smart. He know his limitations. He ain't gonna take too many hits.
So let's go ahead. And so we finished the first segment. We appreciate you guys, man, who have sat through and listened to the stream so far, man. Do us a favor. Go to all the channels, man. Hit the like button on all the channels. Subscribe to all the channels. We do appreciate you guys taking some time out of your night, chilling with the Silver and Black Lounge, man, on the Just Win Baby podcast, man. Next topic we are going to get into is advice. So Fernando Mendoza has kept it very low key and hasn't really wanted to speak on too many things that Tom Brady has shared to him about moving on to the next level in the NFL. But he just recently came out and made his first statement on what Tom Brady has told him as he moved in the words of advice coming to the next stage of the NFL. So here's the graphic we got. So advice from Tom Brady when he was asked, Tom Brady told him what he said as a quarterback is you need to be the most everything. Mendoza said, you need to be the most competitive. You have to have the most leadership. You need to be the toughest mentally and physically. You got to embody all these things and lead by example before getting the respect from your teammates in order to lead effectively. And that really resonated with me. So I love that, bro, because I agree. Your quarterback has to be the NFL is full of alphas, bro. Your quarterback has to be the alpha of all the alphas. I don't even know what the fuck you would call the alpha of the alphas, but yeah.
Apex. Apex.
Yeah, the apex. There you go. So he's got to be the smartest, you feel me, the most physical, you know what I'm saying, the toughest motherfucker on the team. You know what I'm saying? So and that resonates with me because, I mean, at least in terms of a lot of that we've seen in Fernando Mendoza's college playoff run at the end towards his national titles. You know, he was the toughest motherfucker on the team. He was out there absorbing all those hits, putting everything on the line for his team. So I thought that was a great comment from Tom Brady. What was your thoughts on it, Black?
I think Mendoza said this one time. I didn't know that Tom Brady said this to him, but he said this before, right? And so now when I hear that Tom Brady said that, see, they've been in Mendoza's ear, really. They already been like, even that little thing about Mr. Brady, and he like call me Tom. That my dad's Mr. Brady. Like, they already probably had that conversation before. Not saying that it was planned or anything. What I'm saying is Mendoza is so respectful that Tom Brady told him that kind of already, or something to that degree. So all I'm saying is I think they already kind of been molding this guy. but it's a long process, guys. Let's get our minds wrapped around that this is a long process because we're trying to get it right this one time for the one time, because look how far in between that we have the opportunity to do that. So we're trying to actually get it right this time. So let's not rush it.
And see, to piggyback off what you were saying, bro, I think I've had this conversation with Dirty before. We've had a debate back and forth about patience. Like Dirty's like, motherfuckers don't want to be patient no more. And a lot of Raider Nation, I get it, bro. Teaching patience to Raider fans is tough. I mean, trust me, bro. I've been a fan since 04. I've seen 2 winning seasons. 2 winning seasons, bro. You feel me? Like, I've been nothing but patient. So the fact that I actually see that the Raiders, in my opinion, I think the Raiders are finally trending upwards in terms they're finally starting to do things right. And as long as the Raiders trend upwards, I'm cool with being patient. We've said this before, bro. Like, it takes, I mean, look at Gruden's first tenure. For first tenure and second tenure, it was what, 3 seasons in before the Raiders were actually doing shit? You know what I'm saying? Jack Del Rio, second season. It's good. This season, I don't have a ton of expectation, but that's fine. I don't think the Raiders are built to win this season. They might if they make a trade that we'll talk about at the latter part of the show, but probably after this topic, we'll talk about the whole Justin Jefferson shit. But for the time being, I feel like the Raiders are just going to go out there. They want to see what Kirk Cousins can still bring. You feel me? That and let Fernando Mendoza develop and get him ready for his first season as a full starter, which I think is going to be next season. So I think that's the plan this year. But yeah, we got to be patient, bro. When you spend the number 1 overall pick, you can't really rush it, bro. You got to take your time and build around that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because if you go out there and try to rush it, and you can ruin that shit quick. You feel me? Then you're gonna have the number 1 overall pick 2 years again. You feel me?
We'll be in purgatory for like 5 more seasons if we get this wrong. We'll be done for like another 5 more seasons.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of Raider fans that'll probably jump off a cliff at that point, dude. What up, Alfredo?
But the thing about it is, we're trying to win now, and we're planning for the future. We're doing 2 things at one time. We would have never got Kirk Cousins if we wasn't trying to win right now.
I agree.
We're not getting Kirk Cousins because he's just a camp body or something like that. We're trying to win right now. And they've been saying that. It's been players that saying that. We're trying to win right now. Like major players on the team saying we're trying to win right now. But we are working the long game too. Don't get it twisted. We're working the long game at the same time. I know it's rare for us because we usually can't do one thing right. We're trying to do 2 things right now. And we'll see if we're going to do the first thing right, which is win right now. We're going to see that when we play. But we're definitely do the long game right. We're definitely, as long as they don't listen to the fans, which they're not, as long as they don't listen to the fans, we're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. Kirk Cousins is going to win games. He's going to win he's going to win games, man. We're not gonna pick in the top half of the draft this year. I promise you that.
Somebody's got background noise. Somebody in traffic. Somebody pulling up on that's NuttyRaiderNate. Yeah, it sounds like you got like a fan blowing. Or are you in traffic?
Might be my fan. Yeah. Oh, shit.
Yeah, boy. And yo, let me see this. I can face it. All right. Here, try it now.
Yo.
Yeah, turn your gain down. I think your gain's way too high. The little knob on the bottom, like turn it.
Yeah. Better? Nope.
Yeah, you sound you got rid of the noise. Yeah, you straight now. Oh no, it's still there a little bit, huh? Maybe try to restart, refresh, jump out, come back in. You guys hear that shit?
Yeah, this shit was
like
bugging.
wind, like wind blowing.
Stop buying them Amazon fans. Stop buying them Walmart fans. Get you an Amazon fan, bro, with the ball bearings, the quiet ones.
With the ball joints. Okay, I don't really hear it anymore. I ain't gonna lie.
Yo.
Yeah, I really don't hear it anymore.
It's gone. Yeah, I don't know. Fuck.
It's roaches, dude.
Audio's tweaking. Tweak.
Straight. All right. So, anyways, you have any thoughts on Tom Brady's message to Fernando Mendoza, Dirty?
Yeah, I got some thoughts. One, I don't know what a great quarterback is supposed to say to somebody. You know what I mean? Like, especially when you're the owner of the team, like you supposed to fill them with greatness. You know what I mean? So I'm not surprised that he told him something great, but the whole thing is, yeah, I could tell you something, but are you gonna follow through? Are you gonna make it happen? And if you do, how long is that gonna take? For me, I'm patient. I've been waiting, right? But I'm not gonna patiently sit around and wait for bullshit.
That
So
part, agreed.
get your act together, do what it is you need to do, learn what it is the fuck you need to learn, and let's get this shit moving. I ain't got time for no more bullshit. This shit is getting to be annoying. Shit is getting to be real fucking annoying. So, go out there, win your position, and win me some fucking games.
Yeah, I actually got called crazy from my own father, dude. Rest in peace for being a Raider fan, dude. He was like, dude, I don't know what the hell you're watching, but this is dreadful. He was like, I don't know why you like this team. You're always hella mad, and all this team does is lose. It just makes me more mad. I love you, Pops, but bro, that's a fact, gang. All this motherfuckers do ever is piss me the fuck off, bro. And that was
You gotta start off with taking your feelings out of it.
this is when my feelings were still in it, bro. I was just a young grasshopper, dude. I was probably like 15 years old when my dad told me this. This was like the 2006 season. But I remember the game. I remember the game vividly. It was the game that we eliminated the Buccaneers from the playoffs. John Gruden's last game as a Buccaneers when my dad told me that. Because we was about to lose that joint, and I was pissed. And then Michael Bush just went absolutely diabolical, dog, in the fourth quarter and just ran all through the entire Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense, dog. I remember that game vividly, bro. And I would just like it was so bittersweet, bro, because I got it. Like my dad hit the nail on the head. Like, I don't know why I like these motherfuckers, dog. I have no ties to football at all. Obviously, I said this before. My pops, I had nobody in my family that watched football. My dad was a Atlanta Braves fan. He liked baseball. One day I just started watching the Raiders, and the rest was history. So I don't know why I liked them, dog. I don't know why I don't know why I still to this day put myself through mental abuse, but I've been doing that for a very long time. But like I said, it was bittersweet because my dad was hitting the nail on the head, but the Raiders ended up winning that joint. And on top of the fact, John Gruden, his like first year not being there was like my first year of being a Raider fan, bro. And he went to another team and beat us, and I got to see we get his ass fired, gang. I was like, hell yeah, John Gruden, you son of a bitch. How about that, cocksucking motherfucker? Yeah, you won the Super Bowl. We just got your bitch ass fired type shit. You know what I'm saying? And it was crazy because during my fandom, I seen John Gruden's ass come back. And all honesty, if we didn't get Clint Kubiak, I'd have said bring John Gruden back for a third time, goddammit. If we didn't get Clint Kubiak, I'd have been all down for a John Gruden 3.0, gang. I am not gonna lie to you. Anyways, enough for my rambling. That boy you about to beat me with that stick or something, gang? Boy, then pulled out the nightstick, the white version.
Attitude adjuster.
This motherfucker got one of the mini bats. Son.
Yo.
Anyways,
never mind. You right. I think you keep going because I was about to.
NuttyRaiderNate, you got any thoughts on the Tom Brady advice? The only advice that Fernando Mendoza has publicly came out and said that Tom Brady has given him.
Publicly, I mean, we all know that, but it's whatever. It's what it is.
Hey, you want him to start game one? I forgot how you felt about it. You want him to start the first game?
No, we need. I want him to sit as long as possible until Kirk Cousins can't go no more, whatever that looks like. Because I know people get in their feelings.
It's right here on the screen, Jerry.
Start throwing around the injury thing, but
It's part of the game.
Yeah, definitely part of the game. So eventually, yeah, when the time is right, for sure, put him in there. But I don't think there's no. What's the point of having Kirk Cousins?
Right. I agree with
I
that.
mean, let's check this out, gang. Let's check this out. So let me ask you this, and I'm gonna relay this or compare this to a different time in Raider time. If Kirk Cousins goes out there and absolutely balls the fuck out in preseason, do you start Mendoza or do you start Kirk Cousins?
What? If who balls out?
If Fernando Mendoza goes out in the preseason and just goes diabolical crazy, dog, are you starting? Are you still going to start Kirk Cousins?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I said that backwards. Okay, my bad. Thank you. That's why I have co-host. Thank you, sir. So yes, so Fernando Mendoza has a great preseason and balls out. Do you start Kirk Cousins still?
Yeah, it's preseason. That ain't even a real game. They're not running real defenses like that. And not only that, that's good if he ball out, because that means if somebody do get hurt, knock on wood, then we have even more confidence in them. Because AOC used to ball out. No, he didn't. Let me stop. He used to ball out a little bit in preseason. You know what I'm saying? But then when the season comes, it's a little different. It's a little different. And if he does come out and ball out, we should just be happy. But he's not going to outplay Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins ain't even going to play that much in preseason.
The only reason why I asked, bruh, is because everybody thought Matt Schaub was gonna be he's gonna be the starting quarterback in 2014. You know what I'm saying? And Derek Carr went out there in the preseason against vanilla defenses and lit it the fuck up. And the Raiders were like, "No, Matt Schaub, you're taking a back seat to Derek." That's the only reason.
Yeah, because he was hurt.
Matt Schaub wasn't hurt.
Yes, he was, man.
No, he was not hurt.
Yes, he was. He had an elbow injury
in that final game against Seattle.
Don't argue me with that. Look it up before you start getting loud. Because he was hurt, and he only started like 6 more games in the last 7 years of his career. When he was in camp, he got injured. Derek Carr he was the starter by default because he was hurt.
You're right. I ain't gonna argue with it for sure. Well, if that's the case, then obviously he should have beat him out. But that's
he was going to beat him anyway, though. I think he was going to beat him anyway, though.
The last time we drafted a quarterback, dude, we still brought in a veteran quarterback, dude, probably with the thought that he was probably going to be there until Derek Carr was ready, and Derek Carr just lit it up and we played him.
Yeah. But now Matt Schaub ain't Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins is better than dang near.
But we don't know yet, though. We don't know yet.
Yeah, we do. We just saw him play last year. Y'all act like he ain't been playing for hell a year.
He only played like 7 games.
Oh my God. So we can watch Kirk Cousins, who's been playing a whole career, and we know who he is, and we don't know who he is. But then when it comes to AOC, we can watch him play.
I always gotta go back to Aiden O'Connell, you son of a bitch.
Because I don't understand. Because I don't understand how y'all can use the measurement on this end, but when it comes to this end, it's non-compliant. Like that's crazy to me. We know who Kirk Cousins is.
If that's the argument, my argument for that is I will always give a Raider a chance before I give a player from another team a chance.
Okay, I got you. All right. Well, guess what? Kirk Cousins is a Raider now too, though.
Yeah, but he's not a Raider. He wasn't drafted by us. Aiden was. I always support my Raider boys.
We drafted Raiders.
He's a hired mercenary. He's
a
hired mercenary.
Get the hell out of here. Well, so was Jim Plunkett then. What are y'all talking about?
He won a few games. What are you talking about?
He was a hired mercenary. Ain't that what you just said?
And he earned his way.
He wasn't.
He earned his way. He won the championship.
He was drafted by the Niners.
Game
what
over.
Are we talking about?
He won the Super Bowl as a Raider.
Oh, so it makes it different when you win the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
That's the ultimate goal is to win the Super Bowl.
You got to put that into the clause because that ain't what he said. What he said was he was drafted a Raider, so I'd rather give a Raider a chance. But now if you win a Super Bowl,
you went back like 60 years right now. Like,
Okay. Hey, what was
you just
your
keep moving the
argument?
goalposts.
Everybody want to be, what was it, so serious or take everything serious? So let me rephrase
Or
some shit.
literal.
Motherfucker, that's
The
why I
word
gotta
I use
rephrase
literal.
everything because your ass be doing that all the time, you son of a bitch.
No, that's moving the goalpost, sitting up there saying,
Nah, hell no.
oh, well, it's different if he wins a Super Bowl. Like,
Nah.
okay. All right. He's a Raider if he wins the
So
Super
look,
Bowl.
Raider Nation for life right there in the chat, my boy. I got my boys, man. He said I looked it up and it says Matt Schaub didn't suffer any major injury
Yes,
during
he
that year with the
did.
Raiders. Derek
I don't
just
care what
flat
you looked
beat him
up.
out.
All right. So, okay. All right. So now I'm gonna have to bust you out now. Was you even a Raider fan when Derek Carr started playing here before I go into this? Because I'm not about to waste my time debunking what you're talking about. Because you must have looked it up on Matt GPT or something. Because I promise you, Matt Schaub was hurt.
What's crazy, bro, is we're getting to that age where like motherfuckers like probably didn't even become a Raider fan until like after Derek. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of Derek. That's what's crazy.
Yeah.
But hold on though. Let me look it up for you one time for the one time. Because I don't want to be wrong and you be right, and I'm acting like I'm right. I don't want to do that. So let me give you a second. Go ahead, y'all. My bad.
I had a tweet I want to talk about. Bro, hey, shout out to Saturday Morning Inspection, bro. If y'all ain't subscribed to Saturday Morning Inspection, bro, like I don't watch anything that's not Raiders related, bro, but like all their Raiders shit, bro, is like so on key. And those dudes are like statisticians. You know what I'm saying? Like these dudes are like locked in with all the stats. So I got this tweet. I can't share the screen. I can only read it. You feel me? So bear with me here. So Ryan McFadden, he's a guy that works inside with the Raiders. Like I tell all you guys, chat, you feel me? Don't take everybody's tweet and content as gold, bruh. You feel me? As a holy blessing, because half these motherfuckers, bruh, we're just on here giving y'all opinion. You feel me? If you want the inside scoop on the Raiders, you got to follow this guy right here. You feel me? And let me see. Hold on. Let me see if I can turn my brightness down. But guys like this, Ryan McFadden, you see him right there? Follow him. Follow guys like Vinny Bonsignor. Shout out to Paul Gutierrez from ESPN. If you want inside knowledge on the Raiders, those are the guys you want to follow, bro. You feel me? So he made a tweet, and he said Raiders quarterback coach Mike Sullivan on his impressions of Fernando Mendoza. He has a way of finding completions. Sometimes the footwork might not be right, or maybe his progression didn't start in the right spot, but he's done a good job keeping his poise, not panicking, and finding an open target. Before I go on my fucking spiel, Wild Turkey, what's good with you, bro? What's y'all thoughts on that?
So you know what not panicking means? Not trying to avoid the hit. That's what not panicking means. Like you might not necessarily have your foot right in the right position. That's what I'm saying. Like you can, like even if you can get these plays off right, and then they work your footwork, then that even makes you even more efficient. Then you get the ball out hella fast, like AOC, because AOC definitely gets the ball out hella fast, like faster than anybody I've really seen. Because I really just started looking at his games over again. And by the way, let me pause on that. According to NFL.com, it says, yes, Matt Schaub was dealing with an elbow injury, specifically tendonitis and soreness, right when rookie Derek Carr won the starting quarterback job. Oh, his preseason struggles. When they got him from the Texans, he was a clear-cut veteran starter, but he struggled heavily in the preseason. Meanwhile, second round, Derek Carr shined and generated much more energy on the offense. Elbow injury. Late in the preseason, Schaub began suffering from severe elbow soreness and tendonitis, which drastically affected his velocity and forced him to miss practice time. So I don't know what you was looking up, but you might not want to use that again.
Yeah, somebody said like what was it, like 5 minutes ago, that Willie Wayne, he said Schaub was recovering from a sore elbow. But bro, you're losing your starting job because of a sore elbow, dog. Fuck out of here. I ain't trying to hear that shit. That's some
It's
crybaby.
it's
Just
not
like
sore
somebody said
elbow,
right here.
tendonitis.
What did he say?
How do
What did
you
he
throw a
say? Yeah,
football
Matt
with
Schaub was
tendonitis?
suffering. I agree, Raider Nation for life. He was suffering from a sore vagina. You know what I'm saying? He's
Y'all
definitely
don't
had his
even.
feet hurt. That motherfucker Matt Schaub came
Y'all
into the Raiders
delusional.
thinking it was gonna be a free ride, like he was about to just fucking come right in and be the starting
The
quarterback.
way y'all
And
make
Derek
up
Carr
stories in
came
y'all
in
head is
and was
almost
lighting his dumb
otherworldly.
ass up. And he was like, "Oh, I'm out this bitch. Now my elbow hurts." You feel me? Type shit. Anyways, that's not the argument anymore, bro. Let's move on to the next topic, bro.
Yeah.
Again,
Yeah, but you was
from
ready to
Ryan
jump on his
McFadden.
boat.
From Ryan McFadden, Raiders quarterback coach Mike Sullivan on his impressions of Fernando Mendoza so far. He has a way of finding completions. Sometimes the footwork might not be right, or maybe his progression didn't start in the right spot, but he's done a good job keeping his poise, not panicking, and finding an open target. What's our thoughts on that one right there? That's what we talking about now. You feel me? And shout out to the chat, man. Hit the like button. What's your thoughts, man? Any of y'all motherfuckers? Nate,
what is he talking about? Shit.
So again, let me read the tweet out, chat again. Raiders quarterback coach Mike Sullivan on his early impressions on Fernando Mendoza. So quarterback coach, you feel me? So this is his coach. He has a way of finding completion. Sometimes the footwork might not be right, or his progression didn't start in the right spot, but he's done a good job of keeping his poise, not panicking, but finding the open target.
It's just he's got to work out the kinks. That's just what it is. The footwork is going to be different offense. It's a different routine, so he's got to get caught up. It's nothing. Routine will fix all this, but that's why I'm not expecting him to start first game of the season. We're going to work out all this shit that needs to be worked out, so he has full confidence when the time is up. And, it's his time to shine. But this is kind of like you don't want, it's the first overall pick. You want him to be doing like miraculous type shit. Like you don't want him stumbling with his footwork, but you kind of expect it with a new offense installed, new offensive philosophy, all that stuff. So plus he's a rookie, so I'm not tripping, bro.
All right, for sure.
I do think because he is the number one overall pick, that the expectations are set super high. So he's expected to catch on pretty quick. So we'll see though. Time will tell.
Yeah. I feel you. Dirty, what's your thoughts on the early assessment of Raiders quarterback Fernando Mendoza from quarterback coach Mike Sullivan?
I'm not tripping. He got 3 years. He got 3
3
years.
years? So you think the Raiders are going to sit him for 3 years?
No, he's got 3 years.
I was about to say.
He's got 3 years to prove he was worth a number one overall pick. He's got 3 years to prove that. So
even if he sits year one, you still think it's 3 years, or is it 4 years?
It's 2 years at that. After that,
okay.
You got 3 years total. If you don't pan out next year, if you're sitting on the bench your second year and you were the number one overall, bro, that's a problem. That's a fucking problem. Means I could have did something else with my draft pick. I ain't got time for that bullshit. Get your shit together, get your shit in order, and fucking come out here and play fucking number one overall draft pick football. If you can't do that, bro, what are we talking about?
Yeah, I feel you. I'm gonna look at it like this, bro. At the end of the day, motherfucking Willie Wayne gets it. It's all about completing the ball. I don't give a fuck how ugly it looks. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people, the biggest knock on motherfuckers be knocking Fernando, is he don't have the numbers, or this or that, right? He only wins because of this, or he only wins because of that. He only completes passes because of this, or he only completes passes because of that. I don't give a rat's ass how he completes the pass. You know what I'm saying? What's one of the Raiders what's one of our fucking statements? Pride and poise. Look, he's got fucking, it says poise right here. So he's being poised in the pocket. He's not panicking. And he's getting the ball out of his hands and completing that jank. And obviously, as you guys can see down here, this is Malik Benson. The reason why they posted together, because a lot of the completions he's finding is to Malik Benson. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I don't care about nothing except winning. And you know how you win the ball is having a high completion percentage. And I don't give a shit how ugly it looks to complete the ball. I don't care if his footwork isn't the greatest off the bat, because right here it says sometimes the footwork might not be right, as we've heard multiple times. But at the end of the day, he completes the pass. And I fuck with that. And he's poised. Pride and poise. You feel me? And poise is a lot in the pocket. We talked about that shit earlier about quarterbacks that stand in the pocket and take hits. That's poise. You feel me? So he's got that. He's showing it early in camp. So I like that, bro. I like that a lot. He's completing a high rate of his passes, and he's standing in that pocket with poise. So I like it. I like it. But, you know, at the end of the day, these are only OTAs. You feel me? And we won't really know what the team really looks like until the pads come a popping. You feel me? So, and the pads come a popping like what? July 28th, I think. July 28th, 26th is when training camp starts. So we're
I know
like 1 month away from training camp.
I know why people want Mendoza to start right away. They want to see if partly because if he's the guy, then let him figure it out. But also they're also looking forward to next year's draft with all these other quarterbacks coming out. Like, are we going to be looking to double dip next year if Mendoza falls flat on his face?
Are we pulling a Josh Rosen?
Yeah. So I kind of see that angle too.
When they go Josh Rosen and then Kyler Murray in back-to-back drafts.
We're officially full fanatical, y'all.
The ultimate kick in the dick is neither one of them worked out.
we
I'm gonna go take a feces real quick. I'll be right back. Hold it down.
Well, I care about how he throws the ball. I care about his footwork. I care about how he's throwing it. That's why he needs to clean that stuff up, because what people don't seem to understand is those deficiencies is how the other team capitalizes, because they understand that you can't keep doing certain things wrong. There is no right way to do wrong. You can only get away with it for so long. And so his mechanics has got to clean up. I'm so glad he said it himself, because I can see some of the mechanical things he needs to work on. Like, not to say I'm better than him or nothing, but I see the mechanical issues that he's gonna have to work on. A lot of the things he's doing is just pure athleticism, being a great athlete. And to play at the highest level, you have to do everything at the highest level, not just try to get by with however you get it there. So I'm concerned about it, but not highly concerned, because those are things he's going to work on, and he's going to get better for it. And he won't be considered a bust until his rookie contract is done, unless he gets injured or something like that and can't play for multiple years. As far as not playing multiple years, that's not so uncommon, just because the modern football does that. It doesn't work out, because the number one quarterback that was the number one pick, they're 25-82-2. For the last 10 years, quarterbacks, 7 of them have started. I'm talking about the number one pick in the draft, quarterbacks, and they don't win that many games. They average about 4 wins, 5 wins. So the longer he sits, the better it's going to be for him. It worked out better for Aaron Rodgers. It worked out better for Jordan Love in the interim for him. We don't know his full story yet, but it works out statistically better when you let your quarterback sit, because you're sitting them out there to really get hit up on. Like a lot of these quarterbacks have to play because they don't have no backup that can even sustain it, because even the backup is going to get hurt and they're going to have to play anyway. So that's why they get thrown out there. We're not in that position. We have a quarterback that can play. So whether he sit 1 year or 2 years, that's cool. 3 is a little extreme to me, but if Kirk Cousins wins 7, 8, 9, 10 games or whatever, there's no way that you take him out, and unless we just going to trade him and get some draft capital, but be prepared after that to go back down to like 7 wins. That's all.
All right.
But other than that, we should let him run with it until he can't run no more.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm definitely with you. All right. So we got one final thing I definitely wanted to get everybody's opinion on tonight. A debate, or a conversation we've had on the chat on this podcast previously that, is starting to gain a little bit of footwork. You feel me? Gain a little traction. That's the word I was looking for. Gain a little traction on social media. And before we get into that, man, we appreciate everybody who come by the show tonight, man. We really do. If you haven't already subscribed, hit the subscribe button to all 3 channels. Hit the like button, bro. We really appreciate it, man. If you don't like it, hit the dislike button. Let us know in the comment section what you think we can do better, bro. We really appreciate that as always, man. Like the homie Dirty says, bro. You feel me? All your guys' time is definitely appreciated. So before we get into the next topic, the topic is Justin Jefferson trade rumors. And if you have been following this podcast for the last few months, we were on here, I think, around the draft, it's definitely before the draft. It was before we even traded Max Crosby, so it was like way before that. But we had talked about a potential, should the Raiders trade Max Crosby for Justin Jefferson straight across. That was my argument because, Max Crosby, obviously, so-called disgruntled player, which we obviously seen to be true when he went to the Ravens. But, and from what we're hearing from all reports is Justin Jefferson is a disgruntled player in Minnesota. The asking price for Justin Jefferson around the rumor mill is a 1st and 3rd round pick for Justin Jefferson. My question to you guys is, would you guys trade a 1st and a 3rd round pick for Justin Jefferson? I would like, honestly, in my opinion, a Max Crosby and a 3rd round pick for Justin Jefferson. You get 2 players that obviously don't want to play for either organization. I don't know if that's as true for Justin Jefferson, but I know for a fact Max Crosby don't want to play here no more. That's what I would like to see. But Justin Jefferson, if he comes as a Raiders, bro, we go from, a potential, maybe we'll be good this year to a team that I think that may end up actually not only going to the playoffs, but I think this offense alone with Clint Kubiak, we might actually be able to win a playoff game. So, what's your guys' whole thoughts on the whole Justin Jefferson shit?
Yeah, the 1st and the 3rd, that seems pretty fair. He's got a few years left for sure. He's top of the league. If Kubiak,
he's 20, I think 26 years old, going on 27 years old.
Yeah, if Kubiak thinks that they're in win now, and if Mendoza just balls out in preseason and fucking go get him a weapon, I love this move for that reason. But if we're building and we got too many holes and the O lines is as bad as I'm afraid it's going to be, I don't think that we're building backwards, and I'm not a fan of that. We've been doing that for like 4 or 5 years now, neglecting the trenches or very minimally prioritizing the trenches with 3rd round picks and kind of like wishful thinking, hopeful draft capital on players that will hopefully develop. I mean, Caleb Rogers, I'm not. People are a little bit higher on him than I am. I think he's got strength, but I didn't really see the awareness playing inside the guard position. But I forgot what I was saying. Shit.
We was talking about the potential of Justin Jefferson coming, and you
Oh
were
yeah,
talking about,
so
you
talking
kind of
about
went off
offensive
about
line.
how the Raiders are like in the trenches.
Well, way
Still,
off. Yeah,
yeah,
that's you guys know what I'm talking about. We've been neglecting the trenches for years, and
yeah.
here we
Kind of.
go again.
So NuttyRaiderNate was in the chat earlier, and he said he would rather trade for Vita Vea, bro. I would love a Vita Vea trade, but the only thing is that's just not going to happen because Vita Vea doesn't want to leave Tampa Bay, and they have no interest in getting rid of Vita Vea. The only reason why there's an argument is because Justin Jefferson, he don't want to play there, bro. He's given so many subliminal quotes about how he don't want to play there. He's gonna who would you rather? I'm just keeping it a Binther. Let's keep it a Binther here, right? Because we do. You feel me? Would you rather play for who would you rather have your quarterback, dog? Kyler Murray, JJ McCarthy in the Viking system, or Kirk Cousins and a potential Fernando Mendoza in a Clint Kubiak system? And mind you, Clint Kubiak was there when he was drafted, so he's coached Justin Jefferson. So he's got a relationship with Jay Jettas. So there's a connection there, bro. That's another thing we got to keep in mind. There's a connection there. My concern would be pocket watching. It would be like, how would the Raiders make it work? But I mean, we see teams around the NFL make this shit work all the time. I mean, how the fuck have the Rams been trading first round picks for dudes that are making $50 million a year for all these years and won a Super Bowl by doing it? You feel me? So at the end of the day, I don't give a shit. But if the Raiders want to win right now, and I think it fits the narrative, right? The national narrative. The Raiders need an X. The Raiders need an outside wide receiver. Should they get Stephon Diggs or Debo or Tyreek? I mean, if I had to choose between those guys, I've said before, I'm probably going to go with Debo. You feel me? But this statement right here, if the Raiders make a statement, which I don't think it's going to happen because Spytek loves his picks. He don't want to trade them away. If they do this, bro, that would be crazy, bro. Like, we was on this bitch when this podcast very first started was the year that the Raiders acquired Devontae Adams. That's when I forget what year that was. 2021, 2022. At 2022, I think is when we started doing shows, or it may have been the year after. But we were on here, me and Jack Bauer pounding the table. Hey, bro, the Packers, you feel me? Devontae don't want to play there no more, bro. He's pretty much made it subliminally known he don't want to play there no more. I think it was more obvious because Derek, his college teammate, was with the Raiders, right? But I mean, Jay Jettas don't want to play there no more. There's a connection with his old fucking coach with the Raiders who look like they, in my honest opinion, keeping it a Binther, and it sounds like it might sound stupid because I'm a Raider fan, and obviously I think the Vikings have had more success than the Raiders, but I think the Raiders have a brighter future than the Minnesota Vikings. Maybe I'm just crazy.
I don't know. With their quarterback situation is a little iffy. Kyler Murray. Yeah, maybe you might be right. I don't know. Their defense is kind of lacking. It hasn't had the bite it has in the past couple of years, but yeah, you might be on to something.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Their coach is an offense. I can't think of his name. They have a good offensive-minded head coach. That's why they've been able to get the best out of subpar quarterback play. And that coach over there was the guy who had Sam Darnold pretty much resurrect his career a couple years ago before he went to the Seattle Seahawks in Minnesota. So I'm not saying they have a terrible coaching staff or play caller or quarterback developer by any stretch of the imagination. I'm talking about for the future, though, bro. You feel me? Like, he's a lot older than our coach. You feel me? Like Andrew Janoko's hella young. Like, I don't know the numbers, but I would argue the Raiders probably have like the youngest coaching staff in terms of like offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, head coach in the league right now. I have to think it's somewhere around probably the youngest in the fucking league. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, the point I'm trying to make is when you have a young coaching staff and everybody's on the same page, it leads more to a brighter future than Minnesota, who, they keep having different guys coming out that joint. You feel me? Like, Kubiak and Janoko's relationship is way different than what he's had with, and that coach has had multiple offensive coordinators come in and out of that joint. You know what I'm saying? Including our offensive coordinator now is a pass game guy with Kubiak, so he's been through there too. So you know, I don't know. I just feel like if the Raiders want to do something now, and you know, not only do something now, but like you said, Nate, put your quarterback in the best possible situation. I feel like the Raiders have done that everywhere. Obviously, the offensive line, we have to see how that pans out. But in terms of, you know, getting a quarterback guru driven type coaching staff, they've done that. They got him a running back. The Raiders got a tight end. You feel me? Like they've done everything to cater to building a young quarterback that we at least can kind of see right now. Like I said, the offensive line is the determining factor of all that. But at the end of the day, bro, if the Raiders go in this joint before week 1 and bang the hammer, dog, and make a move for like Justin Jefferson, I think that puts the entire league on notice, bro. Like I think from day 1, bro, we'll be able to compete with every team in our division.
You got high hopes, brother.
Shit, I got high hopes. You got him at like 13 wins, and I got him at like 3.
That was just shit.
I'm talking hypotheticals. I ain't got no hopes. It's hypothetical.
Shit, my records is hypothetical. My record is hypothetical. That ain't in stone.
I guess.
That ain't in stone.
I hear you. No, you got a point there. I mean,
you backing off of it now?
So we was gonna lose to the Titans and the Jets. Like, you know what? We sweeping the Chiefs, but we gonna lose to the Titans and the Jets? You're crazy.
That's crazy.
Oh, fuck you,
smoke. Real ones over here,
like
man.
Raider Nation for Life said right there, dude. That's the whole point I'm trying to make right now. I'd rather take Jefferson over a middle first round pick wide receiver if we go wide receiver next year.
Hey,
bro.
look,
Like that's really the whole point.
I'm gonna say this. Like, if Justin Jefferson is that piece that's gonna get you over the hump and into playoff consideration, I don't give a fuck about that first round pick. Why?
Well, do you think they will? Do you think that? You think Justin Jefferson could get the Raiders to over the hump? Because, I mean, you had them at like 12, 13 plus wins. You think if we get Justin Jefferson, we're going to win a playoff game or something?
You get Justin Jefferson, you can pencil in 10 to 12 wins, bro. That's
okay.
That's a no-brainer. I'm sorry. That's a fucking no-brainer, bro.
I'm thinking more
back up with
Jalen Naylor. 12 to 14.
I would say 10 to 12. I would say 10 to 12. Reason being, you now have Jalen Naylor paired back up with Justin Jefferson.
I didn't even think about that.
And Kirk Cousins. You got a Tucker and a Bowers.
And a Bowers. Bro. And a Ashton Genty.
Bro.
And a Clint Kubiak.
Bro, I'm just saying. all your offensive line got to do is give your quarterback 3.5 seconds, bro. 3.5 seconds is all you got to give your quarterback and your running back. It's 3.5 seconds. I don't need the niggas to block for 10 seconds. I need 3.5 seconds. 4 at the most. Get some shit done, bro. You got Justin Jefferson who's gonna run a 20-yard dash in 1.5 seconds. Right, you go have him out there like 2 seconds, 20 yards. You know what I mean? You got Brock Bowers, who's a fucking beast of a man. You know what I mean? This nigga's a beast of a fucking man, bro. Let's just be honest about that. He's a big ass target. He don't drop much of anything.
He's a football robot from heaven.
Yeah. Then you got the speed of Trey Tucker that can also run and move. Justin Jefferson, like I said, not only is he speedy, but you know he's an infectious route runner, bro. You know what I mean? It rubs off on other people who are on the field playing with him.
Taylor, in my opinion, is more of a slot receiver too, bro. So that would fit perfect, dog. Say you got motherfucking Justin Jefferson and Trey Tucker on the outside with Jalen Naylor. That shit would fry.
That shit would be fire. That would be a hard off with Jincy and fucking Bowers on the field too at the same time. Bro, that's a hard offense to guard, bro. That's a hard offense to guard. I'm sorry.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That would be insane. Nasty word.
So my saying would be, fuck that pick. If I'm trash, I'm drafting a wide receiver next year. If I'm good, You know what I mean? If I'm good, I don't fucking need a. I mean,
I don't care about that pick.
but
Exactly.
I don't need the number one. You know what
Bro,
I mean? I don't need
in
the
my
number
opinion,
one.
if we're not getting old buddy Jeremiah Smith, or what's the other kid that played at Auburn? His name always slips in my mind. It's the other top 10 wide receiver that's coming out this year, bro. He's a beast, bro. If it's not neither one of those guys, I'm definitely willing to trade that first round pick for a receiver for sure. For sure. I mean, look how it's played out for the Rams, chat. Like, what Sean McVay was there, like, what was it, like his first fucking year he traded for Jalen Ramsey, or his second year? Like, they were already right off the bat with Sean McVay. Fuck all these picks. We gonna come in and we don't want Sean McVay. We want him to focus on the future, but we trying to make this a winning program right now. Type shit. You feel me? Like, what's the mindset? If that's the mindset, bro, go for it. Fucking go for it. And in my honest opinion, I wouldn't be mad at it. And the main reason why is that stadium needs Raider fans in it. That stadium needs a home field advantage. You want to know how you can get a home field advantage? Get Justin Jefferson and have Justin Jefferson and Fernando Mendoza, Kirk Cousins, whoever the fuck it is, team them up with Jalen Naylor and Trey Tucker and Brock Bowers and Ashton Genty, bro. That offense could light up the league, and you'll have Raider fans in that bitch tomorrow. There ain't no Raider fans in that stadium. You want to know one of the main reasons why outside of winning? Raider fans are never, this is my opinion, right? I'm never okay with winning. I mean, I'm never okay with losing. But if we lose the game, at least I want to have something that entertain me, dog. And ever since we've been in Vegas, every single time we lose, it's embarrassing. It's never competitive. It's never fun. I want to turn the fucking game off in the second quarter. If the Raiders can at least score some motherfucking points, look competent in some of these losses, and it's like I said, I'm not okay with losing. But motherfuckers ain't going to a game and paying that kind of money to watch their team get embarrassed or blown out like it's been since they've gone there. Nobody's paying that. Motherfuckers will pay if you put, let's say the defense isn't great this year, but the offense goes out there, bro, with all those guys, they light it up. People are going to want to see that. Raider fans are going to want to be a part of that, dog. There's no selling point for the Raiders right now. The Raiders' only selling point is Fernando Mendoza that ain't even going to play this year.
Yep.
I'll pay to win.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I ain't paying to see no bull. I ain't paying to go and get somebody talking shit to me in my own goddamn house, nigga. Like,
that's why I go to LA and chill with y'all over Vegas. I'd rather go hang out with the homies than go to Vegas and deal with that shit. No fucking way. No fucking way. I don't know. That's just, I mean, you want Raider fans to show up. You feel me? You want other teams to
just
stop selling out your
baby.
Mark Davis. Make your team a winner, bro. Like, we all right now have the mindset that this is gonna be, a 2 or 3 year, a 3 or 4 year plan, probably at least. You feel me? But if you're able to finagle your way into a trade with Justin Jefferson, I mean, you're not looking at an overnight turnaround, but you're definitely putting yourself in a position where you can win a lot sooner than what you probably originally thought you were gonna win. You feel me? Type shit. So
yeah, I'll say I think that trade depends on if Mendoza can catch up to this offense quick enough. Getting Justin Jefferson over here for Kirk Cousins, I feel like it sounds nice, but I think you only make that trade if Mendoza is ready right tomorrow.
No, you make that trade because it makes Kirk Cousins comfortable. It makes your offense flow a little bit easier. You make that trade because your wide receivers that you have for the future need some guidance. That's why you make that trade. You know what I mean? Like it's not just quarter, you know what I mean, just quarterback. It's everything. You know what I mean? You need that greatness in the building to teach your other wide receivers how to go about getting it done. You know, yeah, I mean, like Justin Jefferson's, he doesn't have a whole lot of years left, and why would I want to waste the next 2 or 3 years playing with fucking two guys who can't? Neither one of them can stay healthy. I guarantee you, neither one of them will finish this season. They'll be the third string quarterback will be the quarterback that's starting for them the last 5 to 6 weeks of it. I mean, that's just what they. I mean, Kyler's good for what, maybe 3-4 games. You know what I mean? JJ is good for what, 4 or 5 games. Then you got your backup. Like, I wouldn't want to waste my prime there either. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to waste my prime there. So, like, make it happen. A first and a third, I'm fine with a first and a third. You know what I mean? Because I was going to end up drafting a wide receiver in the first place. You know what I mean? Because it's a need. So that's just my thought, though. I could be wrong.
Your thoughts on that?
No, yeah, definitely. But me too. Yeah, I agree. You make a point though. I just thought if Mendoza's the guy and he's ready, then you get him the weapon. But if this is a build-up year and we still have too many holes and we're still figuring out the pieces, and he's probably gonna have to clean house again next year. We'll see. I don't think you make that trade though if that's the case.
Wild Turkey said RaiderBen, would you rather be stuck in an elevator in Vegas or LA? I don't want to be stuck in an elevator at all, dude. That shit was fucking terrible. Hey, like I said, the funniest part about that whole shit is that motherfucking Anthony Provencio thought he was fucking
Vegas. I'd rather be stuck in the elevator in Vegas.
He thought he was Spider-Man, like he was about to crawl out that joint or something, dude. That shit was
Vegas is gonna comp your room for the weekend.
Yeah.
For the inconvenience. LA is gonna tell you fuck off.
Yep. And yep.
They almost did. They pretty much did, bro. And so I went in there and complained to the actual hotel manager. They was about to say fuck off. I ain't gonna lie to you.
That's what I'm saying. Like, shit, you're gonna get some comp from Vegas. You're gonna have some free money to gamble with. They gonna upgrade your room.
All I know is if Spy Tech can make this happen, bro, bring him up, gang. You feel me? That Spy Tech on the phone right now, frying with the Minnesota Vikings. You feel me? Type shit. You feel me? Like, I'm trying to holla at y'all, man. I know y'all got, you feel me? Justin Jefferson, he ain't fucking with it. You feel me? Max Crosby, he ain't fucking with it neither. You feel me? But at the same time, if he want to stay, cool. But that's off the table. We talking about Jay Jettas right now for a 1 and a 3. Like, how we feeling here? And he like, fuck them picks type shit. You feel me? Fuck all them picks. They can have them joints. I'm trying to win today. Not tomorrow. Not the day after tomorrow. I'm trying to actually win like yesterday. You feel me? So he's on the phone right now chopping it up. And that's Minnesota on the other line, by the way, chat. Hollering at the kid. How we feeling though, Black? You fucking with a Jay Jettas trade? I know you did a stream on it. How you feeling about a Jay Jettas? What up, father and son? What up with you, Geen?
Well, that's like he's a force multiplier no matter where he goes. So I don't know how you could not think that he would be a benefit to your team. I don't think he disgruntled. I don't think he said that. I think they were saying he gonna get disgruntled because he ain't got no quarterback. But I can see that happening. Frustration trying to kick in. whatever. There's probably like a 1% chance that it could happen. But so you're saying there's a chance. So it might, you never know. I don't really care because it's just all fictional. But the thing I do like though is the fact that the Las Vegas used to be a place that wasn't a destination spot, and now we can take the best arguably one of the best next to Chase being Jamar Chase, one of the best two wide receivers. You can link them to our team. So that tells me that we're making moves, and that should make Spytech happy because in the event if he do become available, it's not outside of the realm of possibility. So it's cool. I like that part of it. But as far as like daydreaming about it, I'm not about to, spend my day doing that.
Bro, I mean, I'm gonna say this. Let me ask you guys this, and chat, you guys can chime in on this too. What's a successful off season? What's your guys's? Because mine is I don't want no drama this off season, gang. It's always drama. You feel me? Rather it be, you feel me, the Christian Wilkins shit, the Henry Rugg shit, the Josh Jacobs shit. Every single year, bro, there's some kind of off-season shit that lingers into the regular season, bro. And it's drama, bro. And the Raiders are always tied to negative shit. And my answer to that question would be, you feel me? We ain't got no negative shit going on, bro. Everything is positive. I mean, the trade falling through with the Ravens, dog, could have made, us or the Ravens look really bad. But that shit literally, as much as I hated the answer from Max Crosby, but that shit is water under the bridge. It really is in terms of the national spectrum. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the Raiders. So I'm glad that that's where we're at now. Like, I mean, and I don't want to speak too soon. I don't want to speak too soon on it because obviously there's, we got, what, 2 months and a week, 2 months and 10 days, give or take, till football season starts. But as of right now, the Raiders are, dotting their I's and crossing their T's and keeping the slate clean. And I think that first and foremost is probably, key to us getting back to winning this year. So no kissing booths or none of that shit.
No, it's all wishful thinking. It's all if and what ifs and all that, I don't know. It makes sense. It sounds like it makes sense. It could be
Was it successful? That's the question. What was considered successful?
Yeah, what would you consider a successful, off season?
Oh, off season?
Yeah.
If something happens so we can make more.
More what?
Y'all didn't like my joke?
I didn't hear it, to be honest. Why I said, what'd you say?
I said, you said off season, so can they make something happen so we can do more content?
Stupid. Hey, bro, if the Raiders pull something like that off, bro, I mean,
well, we got to give it a year, though, to be honest, though, for if it's going to really, really happen, we got to give it a year because because Justin Jefferson, we never really heard of him being a problem, in the locker room and all that, right? So he's not going to make it look like he's disgruntled because it's part of his image that's going on. So what happens is last year was his worst year statistically. He still got 1,000 yards, but let him dip under that 1,000 yards. He got free reign to act however he want to, right? Then he gonna be like, look, check this out, man. I got one more year on my contract. It's time for us to talk contract. And you know what? Matter of fact, y'all saved y'all little contract. I'm going to Las Vegas. And that's what happened. Like, it really could happen, but I just think it's like right now it's so far in the distance that, it's more of a pipe dream than anything. But there is a 1% chance that could happen, though.
So I'm hearing, and this is just what I'm hearing, I could be wrong, you know what I mean, is He doesn't want to take the chance of finding out if he's going to dip below 1,000 yards. He does not have any faith in Kyler Murray at all. Zero. In fact, Kyler Murray came out, started OTAs. His first 2 throws were interceptions. His first 2 throws were picks. I personally said Kyler Murray was going to be a bust when he got drafted. I meant it. I'm standing by it. You can't make me change my mind about it. And now this future Hall of Fame wide receiver is seeing the same damn thing. And no, I'm not gonna go out there and fucking get killed for no reason. Why? Put my career on the line for your short ass that can't fucking play? I'm good. I want out. And I want out now. I'm gonna just do it the nicest way possible.
Hey, that's the same shit that Devontae Adams said on the wide receiver documentary, bro. When Jimmy Garoppolo was out there, they about to get me fucking killed out here. I got to get the fuck up out of here, chat.
What's crazy is JJ was on that same documentary.
He was the fuck up out that bitch. Yeah, and he was on that same one. Yeah, for sure. That's what's crazy. That's why I agree with what you say, Dirty. Like, bro, he's a superstar. I hate to say this because this is what the NFL has become. Hey, this is where the NFL has become. You feel me? Shout out to Devontae Adams. He kind of started to make this shit push. You feel me? When you're a superstar, dude, superstar wide receiver, you don't got to play for your team if you don't want to no more, bro. I don't want to play here no more. I'm out this joint. And guess what? They're going to be forced to trade you, especially if a team is offering a first-round pick. And that's might be where the Vikings might feel where they're at. And I feel like the Raiders, it makes too much sense because there's the most familiarity there. You feel me? Unless he wants to go to a win-now team. Now, that would make sense as well. But what kind of win-now team are the Minnesota Vikings are good? You think the Minnesota Vikings are going to want, a New England Patriots pick or, a Bills pick or one of these teams that's going to be, at the in the pinnacle of football right at the end, right? Or would you want a Raiders pick where we're not expected to be very good? Almost like, you feel me, like when we traded Khalil Mack to the Bears, we traded Khalil Mack to the Bears with the expectation that the Bears weren't going to be very good. So that's the point I'm trying to make. You feel me? And I just feel like it makes logical sense. There's obviously a connection there with Clint Kubiak, in Minnesota with Justin Jefferson. And, on top of Clint Kubiak not only being a quarterback guru and an offensive coordinator, you go back to his time in college, he was a wide receiver coach. So he's got a keen eye, and a way to develop wide receivers. I mean, Jackson Smith and Jigba, let's check this out, chat. Look at Jackson Smith and Jigba's 2024 stats, and look at his 2025 stats. I'm not saying Jackson Smith and Jigba is a terrible wide receiver. I'm just saying he wasn't the same wide receiver he is with Clint Kubiak, for sure. For sure. And I think Justin Jefferson may look at it like, bro, I can go over there and possibly break records. I mean, I've seen Brock Bowers break records with the worst quarterback situation and the worst overall team situation. Why would I not want to go play for my own coach who just had Jackson Smith and Jigba, the offensive player of the year? There's just so much sense into it, bro. I mean, it's a lot of hope. So I hope it happens. But there's a lot of, shit you could throw in there that could be like, man, this could be a realistic possibility.
I'm all right, I know.
All right.
Bro, it's a lot of hopium again.
That's all we got. Shit. That's all we can live with in the off season.
And you guys know, I'll be more positive once we put the pads on. I hear some thumping and.
Hey, congratulations, J-Dog.
Some good things, but
as a personal trainer, that's what's up, gang.
Right now, after last year's performance with a lot of the same guys, I don't have a lot of enthusiasm for.
You don't need your 10 wins no more?
Yeah, I need all that shit. That's what I'm saying. I'm feeding. I fucking
I want more. More. Feed it into
10
my veins. Feed it to
10
my
wins
veins.
minimum, yeah.
So
Get to
can I
get
let
to the
me ask y'all
playoffs.
your opinion of something though. Before you take it left and run with it, I'm not saying that there's no difference with being with Clint Kubiak, because obviously it was a difference. But Jackson Smith and Jigma was he was trending to be a boy already. Like
No,
it's
I'm
not
not.
like
I'm
he
not saying he wasn't for sure.
that's why I started my segment. Like I'm not saying that because it's not like he Trey Tucker. Like he started off being Trey Tucker his rookie year. Like he started 3 games and
But
had
Jackson Smith
620.
Jigba was a boy at Ohio State.
Yeah, he had 628 yards and he started 3 games in in his rookie season. And then the year after that, when he started 16 games, he had 1,100 yards. So he had 1,000 yards already. He just ballooned from 1,100 to 1,800. Like that just tells you how potent the offense is for sure. Because at least half of that is in Jigma and the other half is Kubiak. That's just if you want to just parse it out evenly, you know. So with that being said, though, here's my question. So if Trey Tucker is a 750 yard wide receiver, what do you think this offense going to render him next season?
So hold on. Repeat that one more time. I'm sorry.
If he got 700 and 750 yards this year, how much you think he's going to get in a Kubiak
Trey
system?
Tucker, right?
Yes, Trey Tucker.
So I'm sure you probably know, bro. I'm a huge Trey Tucker guy, bro. I honestly, especially in the contract season, this is the contract season for Trey Tucker, bro. Next year he's a free agent. I mean, you listen to the way Clint Kubiak talks about Trey Tucker. You know, I mean, there was a reporter that came out and was like, hey, can you compare Trey Tucker to a receiver that you have previously coached? And he's like, yeah, I'm not going to say no names, but you feel me? I feel like, you know, he epitomizes what we're about. He's a great teammate. And that's another thing that I feel like a lot of people take for granted is that the little things that Trey Tucker does, bro. I get it. Like he has bobbly passes and there's little things we can critique, right? But if you look at Trey Tucker's numbers from his rookie season until where we're at now, it's been nothing but better. He's gotten better every single year. You know what I'm saying? So I think Trey Tucker's in for a career year, bro. I think this is going to be the year that Trey Tucker can get 1,000. I mean, unless we get a Justin Jefferson, I feel like I think this is going to be Trey Tucker will get 1,000. So if I had to come out with like early stats just off the top of my head, I'll say Trey Tucker will get 1,000. If not 1,000, going to be very close to it. 925, 875. If he don't reach 1,000, close to that. I think Brock Bowers will get. I'm gonna go out and say Brock Bowers gonna get 1,100 yards receiving. And then that in terms of just the receiving game, that's who I got. I think you're gonna get 12. I think you're going to get somewhere close to 1,000. If not 1,000 by Trey Tucker. And I think we'll get, 1,100, 1,000 plus yards from Brock. And then I think the rest will be between the rest of those guys. But at the end of the day, yeah, I think this is going to be a very good year for Trey Tucker for sure.
They have him at punt returner too. I'm hearing they're going to try that out. I'm not too. I don't like that.
He ain't gonna. Don't worry. He ain't.
Yeah, he's got the
This is
bodily
camp.
hands.
What up, coach?
I don't trust that at all.
It's just camp. That's the last wide receiver we need to get hurt right now is him.
I'm not as high as Benther is on Trey Tucker either. I feel like if it was there, I would have saw it already. Last year, I feel like they tried to force feed him the ball with Geno in the offseason. That's all you kept hearing was Trey Tucker is amazing and him and Geno Smith connecting. And the regular season came and he disappeared. So. Especially when we didn't have anybody else in Bowers, is pretty much just a decoy for like those 4 or 5 games before they eventually benched him.
I mean, he had almost 800 yards NuttyRaiderNate with
Trey
no Brock
Tucker?
Bowers. Yeah,
Yeah, bro. He led the team in
790.
touchdowns. I agree. Before we kind of forced him the ball, but I didn't see enough, bro. That's my point. Like
No, I feel you. No, I feel you.
We didn't win the
We didn't
games.
have time to throw the ball.
Trey Tucker was on that team that scored 63 points that on the Chargers record, and Aiden O'Connell was the quarterback, by the way.
No, I think Brock Bowers gonna have like 1,500 yards.
God damn, I like that, bro.
I think about it. If Jameson had 1,700 yards, right? Well, 1,800 yards, right?
Who did?
Jackson Smith and Jigma.
Bro, I agree, bro, because Brock Bowers is a receiver.
If he had 1,800 yards and Tucker gonna have 1,000, then that means Bowers should have like 1,500 then.
Bro, dude, that would be, dude, you talk about historic seasons for a tight end, bro. And check this out. The reason why you're not crazy, Black, is like, this is what I tried to explain to people that judged the Brock Bowers pick. Brock, look at the numbers. Brock Bowers played 70% of his Georgia snaps at wide receiver. He's not a tight end, bro. I don't know how y'all feel about this comparison. The only comparison I think I've ever seen from any tight end ever come out of college is what's his name? Anthony Hernandez. What's his name? Aaron Hernandez? Yeah, Aaron Hernandez, bro.
I wouldn't even.
And what I mean by that is these dudes can play running back, they can play wide receiver, they can play tight end. The skill set is unguardable.
Yeah,
they're unguardable, dog. They are the ultimate chess piece tight end. And that's what
Bowers
Raiders
is better
fans
than
didn't realize,
Hernandez,
bro. But now they're starting to realize. I love that you said that, because I think he can get 12 to 1,400 because he's a wide receiver. He's not a fucking tight
he can
end.
get 1,200. He can get 1,200. The thing about it is, Kubiak is gonna scheme him open so crazy. I'm telling y'all, even Bowers gonna be lining up in the backfield sometimes. I'm telling y'all, he about to.
I know it.
I promise you. I didn't know Jackson Smith and Jigma had 1,800 yards. Because if I knew that, I would be like, Bowers for sure gonna get 12 of them. So he gonna get like 1,500, like 1,400. Because really, it's gonna be times Bowers is gonna be running up and down the field like he ain't got no sense.
That part, dog. People
just in the new offense.
People don't realize how I love y'all boys, and I'm not knocking your fucking football knowledge at all, but he is different. Like, teams bracket him, dude, and he still scores 2 touchdowns, bro. I seen it firsthand. NuttyRaiderNate, we were at the game in LA. Bro, all the Raiders had in that game was Brock Bowers, bro, and he's scooping one-handed touchdowns off the ground in double coverage, bro. He had 2 of them joints. Like, he's unguardable. He is the next Travis Kelce, Rob Gronkowski. He is that person, bro.
He's a security blanket for sure, especially in the new offense. I can't stress that enough. I don't think people, are gonna.
You're right. It's a whole new offense, and y'all think that you can just double Brock, and you don't think Kubiak is gonna make you get out of that double team. You just think you're gonna put 2 people on Brock all game, and then you ain't gonna get your butthole ripped open by somebody else. That's what you thinking? Because if they matter of fact, if they do that, if they just bracket Bowers all season, right? Yeah, we gonna win about. We for sure gonna win like 8 games, for sure. If that happens, we're gonna win 8 games for sure, because there's no way that you're going to be able to out-scheme Kubiak by doing something as simple as, I'm just going to double Brock Bowers. Like, they've already tried that. He still was going crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Frank Weber just said in the chat too, bro. You think guarding tight ends by double teams is easy, bro? That shit is not easy. I forget who it was, bro, but there was some analysis that was like Travis Kelce. And you guys know this as Raider fans, dude. He would just be running wide open, and we know why, bro. Like, we were double teaming him and everything, bro. But he's that good. That's how good Brock Bowers is, bro. We've seen it. He gets bracketed. Y'all just don't think he's bracketed because y'all don't see the game pre-snap or whatever, bro. They are trying their hardest to double team this man. This man knows everything. He knows catch situations, leverages. This dude knows fucking everything, bro. Like, there's different players, bro. And tight ends are one of the biggest positions, bro, where defenses, if you get a good one, defenses don't know how to guard them. This shit is so cliche, but cliche is to the littlest parts of football that you always have to lean on, bro. There's no linebacker that is running with Brock. There's no linebacker. And we've seen the fucking Chiefs put Trent McDuffie on Brock. Corners,
And
all
Denver
pro
put
corners.
Denver put Surtain on him.
Yeah, all pros. They're too
So,
little. Corners are
the
too
corners.
little.
Hey, but the thing about brackets though is it's a zone. So all you gotta do that. Why do you think Travis Kelce get open? Because all you gotta do is take 5 steps to turn around in the zone. That's all he gotta do. Like if you bracket Bowers, all he gonna do is just run choice routes all day. That's it.
Options. He's gonna run options all day, bro. It's gonna be options the entire game.
So I don't.
He gonna have 12
see it.
catches. He gonna have 12 catches in zone.
Right. So you got to stick somebody on him, man. So it looked like he at least being guarded. You can't just let him run up and down the field under a bracket all game long. Like they're gonna be going crazy. And you don't think Kubiak we gonna run? That's what we gonna do. We
That's
gonna
what I was gonna
run,
say.
and then as soon as y'all come up, Brock Bowers gonna be running right by your
He
safety.
gonna run straight down the seam, dude. Expect a
Yup.
lot of seam joints, bro. They go pound, pound, pound. You're gonna see a vertical seam route by Brock Bowers, bro. Like I'm trying to.
They're gonna be like, Brock, how are you getting so open? He's gonna be like, I don't know. I just catch the ball and run to the end zone.
He gonna talk like Bobby Boucher. I don't know. My mama said just run down the seam. Click Kubiak said just run down the seam.
Just run down the seam.
So Cal Sal, bro, I hate to be that dude, but y'all know I've been pounding the table for Brock for a long time. I love Brock, bro. He's like my favorite Raider so far of my adult lifehood. And I'm gonna say this, bro. I loved Max. I really did. The whole Antonio Pierce shit ruined my shit with Max. Like I said, we've had this conversation before. I thought he put himself in front of the shield by saying, if you don't sign Antonio Pierce, I'm gonna demand a trade. But we're not getting into that. So yes, Brock Bowers is my favorite fucking player, dude. And I agree with you, Sal. And I'm not trying to sound like a Glazer, bro, but he could be, bro. Tight ends are one of the most unguardable positions in the National Football League because teams don't know how to guard them. I just told you why. Teams don't know how to guard them. And when you get a crazy play caller, look at the tight ends in great offense. Great offensive play caller coaches. Look at the Niners, Shanahan, Kelce, Andy Reid, Niners, Kittle, Andy Reid, Kelce. I mean, now you're starting to see some tight ends with the Rams, but the Rams don't really care about tight ends. They trade all their picks for wide receivers. You know what I'm saying? And they got Puka, you know what I'm saying, that dude's damn near a fucking tight end at wide receiver too, bro. He's crazy. Like his blocking and all that shit's crazy. But the point I'm trying to make is a lot of these great offensive-minded coaches, these play callers, they have great, they scheme these tight ends, bro. It's fucking crazy. And the Seahawks didn't even really have like good tight ends, bro. But if you go back and you watch their film last year, bro, they ran a lot of tight ends, bro. And them tight ends was out there balling, bro. Them tight ends they had was balling. So I'm excited, bro. I'm excited. I'm gonna go grab some dinner though, guys. I'm not shutting the stream down. If y'all want to keep going, be cool. I'm gonna back out. You guys get in the stream whenever y'all ready. I'm gonna go grab some dinner. I love y'all boys. Chat, you guys know what time it is. And I'm gonna grab some food. But yeah, man, you guys take it easy, man. I'll catch you guys in a couple of days. Love y'all boys. Thanks y'all for pulling up, bro.
Sure.
You guys.
For sure.
Yeah, but to be fair though, they didn't throw to the tight end a whole lot last year because all their tight ends combined probably got like 5, 6, 700 yards.
Yeah, no, it's different with Brock Bowers though. It's different when you got a tight end that's worth throwing the ball to versus 3 guys that you gotta kind of spread it around and hope that they get it right. So
yeah,
that's just my thought, though.
It's all wishful thinking, bro. This offensive line can't get it going.
You should be able to see that they're going to get it going, bro. You should be able to see that already.
What they haven't put pads on? What do you mean see it, bro? And after last year, they were the
Well,
worst, they were the last in the league.
let me tell you how. So you telling me you don't know how Tyler Linderbaum going to play next year?
I don't know.
You don't have no idea.
In the new offense on the other side of the country.
I don't care. I don't care what team he play on. You telling me you don't have an idea how well he's going to play?
He's an upgrade from what we were doing. Yeah, I see that, but
yeah, you can see you can tell how some players are going to play.
Put the pads on, bro. Fuck that. You can't.
It ain't gonna make no difference. He the same guy. Just like you don't know what Colton Miller. You know if Colton Miller don't get hurt, you know how he's going to play. Just like you know if JPJ don't get hurt, you know how he's going to play.
I don't know how fucking Linderbaum's going to play.
I don't know how you don't know how he's going to play.
If Linderbaum is so great, it's nothing to even worry about. See, that's the problem. You don't think that he's great, and so you're worried. I know for a fact that he's one of the greatest centers in the NFL right now. I don't need to worry about it. There are a lot of players in Baltimore on that offensive line that were shit, but he made them look good. He made them a little bit better. So I feel like he'll bring that here. He's not gonna play down to the level of his teammates. He's gonna make them come up to his level. So for me, I'm not worried about a Tyler Linderbaum. For what? Nigga, get on his level or get off the fucking team.
Even Kubiak coaches sub-average players and make them play as a unit very good. As a unit, like sub-average players. Like I'm talking about, like out of the 5 of them, like 3 of them is sub-average. Like if you would never pick them to be on your line. Like you would never go get this guy. But he somehow knows how to coach them and scheme them where as a unit, even if an injured guy comes, one gets injured and one comes in, as a unit, he knows how to get the best out of them as a unit. And I'm saying, okay, cool. If you can take average and sub-average players and make them good, what are you going to do with a good player and 2 top 10 or top 15 players? Like that's 3 of them right there. And let's not discredit DJ Glaze. So that's like 3.5. So
DJ Glaze, bro, DJ Glaze finished like bottom of the league last year. Oh, he still. We do this every week now. But you to put him on the pedestal like that, bro, is crazy, bro. He's not.
Our whole offensive line was at the bottom. So you telling me that we're going to be
specifically last year? He was specifically in the bottom of the league for giving up set, but yeah. I get the coaching has a bunch to do with it. So hopefully this coach can get these guys right and get them some technique and get them all going the same direction at least. But
it's scheme. It's all about scheme, bro. You ain't got to coach them up to be better players than they are. You just got to scheme them right. Of course, it helps if you make them better and develop them, but who's trying to develop DJ Glaze in year 4? He needs to develop himself at this point. But in the meantime, we got to use what he does best. And he's a concern of mine too. But I'm like, who are we going to replace him with? Who do we replace him with?
That's the problem. We didn't address it, and we didn't prioritize it, and that's a red flag for me because I feel like that's going to be a weak spot this year, and they're going to find out.
Yeah, but I wouldn't have drafted that position when I got hella other holes. I wouldn't go draft a position where this guy's been a 2-year or 3-year starter and he don't get hurt. So he's serviceable. So he can hold water until we can patch up other holes because he ain't the weakest point on the team. And if he shows, and so we do get these players on the line, and he looks like the player from last year, then you're right. He's going to be gone. He'll be gone, or he'll be a backup. Because I have concerns about him too. I think I need for him to be able to go one-on-one with a man without being ran around.
He has a good first step. He gets to his position, but then his feet just fucking turn into cement blocks, and he lunges too much. His hand placement's terrible. He's all over the place. Definitely technique. He needs to work on better technique. And when he first got to the league, I kind of worried about that because when the college tape was the same thing. It was kind of just sporadic kind of hand placement and handwork, and then he got to the NFL and somebody showed him how to punch at least, and it looked like he was a serviceable right tackle. And then last year, I just blame it on coaching. The whole team sucked, whatever, but it was bad. And I definitely think they did him a favor by not addressing that right tackle position in the offseason or prioritizing it more than they should have.
So you out on Charles Grant then?
He's the left tackle, and then, yeah, I'm not even too big on him either. He's a smaller school kind of dude. He's smaller stature and in general. I just unless he comes out and just turns into a dog, I just the little bit I saw last year, I didn't see enough dog at least.
Yeah, he barely weighed 300. Like he's a smaller guy.
He's a pup. He's a little pup, and you got to put some weight on. So we're ways out for him at least to develop, and that's what you get for when you go to the smaller schools to try to hit. It's a gamble, pretty much. So he could be serviceable, and that it could be a good investment long term. But right now, he's not ready. My opinion. This is all my opinion.
That's cool. No, because now I look at it, DJ Glaze got to start at right tackle.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Because Grant is not big enough to do what we need to do in this offense,
especially on the right side. Your right side's got to be a run blocking specialist in most offenses.
Yeah. So yeah. So I feel like it's only one position on the O line that's going to be.
Zune is a wild card. I got to see him in pads. I got to see what it looks like. But he played tackle. He played right tackle specifically. Or was it left tackle? He did play
left tackle, but he should be able to play right tackle too, though.
But he was taking reps in OTAs at right on the right side. So we'll see.
Yeah, he better not get his job took by Zune. I'm gonna be cracking up.
Yeah.
Because then we can put Caleb Rogers at left guard.
I don't like Caleb Rogers.
There's a lot of players that could go there. Burford. I don't like. So who you like at left guard?
Yeah, probably Burford. I think Burford's going to play with more aggression. I know people don't probably like that as much. That's another issue. Like that, he's like bottom of the tier guard as far as guards go, and we didn't prioritize bringing in any veteran offensive linemen during the stretch where we could have. And I mean, other than Lindenbaum, of course, but I don't. Yeah, but I think because he knows the offense and they're comfortable with him, and he has experience, and I feel like he's a couple steps ahead of Rodgers. He's got the leverage, and Meredith. I just think Meredith's too small. I don't. Unless he comes out and he did a bunch of steroids in the offseason, he just turns into a madman. I don't think he plays with enough aggression either.
I thought he was a top-rated guard the year before he played center.
Playing next to JPJ, yeah.
So wait a minute. So Dirty, who you think should be at right tackle?
Who do I feel should be at right tackle?
And then I'm gonna ask you about left guard because those are the only two I think. But
right tackle. Right tackle, I would say Kuhn. No. Right tackle. Right tackle. I'm fine with Glaze. There. Or that boy that we got from San Francisco. I'm fine with either one of those two being at right tackle. Left guard, if it ain't JPJ, it needs to be Zoom.
So who's gonna play right guard?
If it ain't JPJ, then it needs to be Zoom, and JPJ needs to be a left guard. If it's not gonna be those two, if Zoom's gonna play right guard and nobody's at left guard right now, fuck it. Take a chance on Caleb Rogers. And if that ain't panning out, fuck it. Go make a trade for a fucking left tackle, for a left guard.
This gonna be interesting. That's gonna be interesting. Let me see. So we got Colton.
I ain't been doing no content for a couple of weeks now, so I got a lot of knowledge stored up, but just dropping it real quick, like.
He said Zoom can get in the mix somewhere. What's this say? Raider, who is this? Well, Raider P says wouldn't hurt to sign at least one more proven free agent at the O-line. On the O-line, injuries cannot be replaced with an inexperienced player. Yeah. Well, what's going to happen is that's when Zoom's probably going to get in the mix. Unless he just outright wins a spot in camp. Which I don't know. I don't know. I think they're gonna go with Burford, like you said, because he's familiar with stuff.
Yeah, he plays aggressive too. I like him in the run, not so much in the pass. He misses some blocks. He keeps his head down. I don't know what it is.
I know that's the problem because Linderbaum is terrible. I won't say terrible, but he definitely ain't good at all in the pass blocking.
Yeah,
that is his Achilles heel.
He's not terrible with pass blocking, bro. He rates above 66%. That's not bad.
But what are you in a run block though? Like not damn near 90.
Yeah, but you got to also remember he's coming from Baltimore, a team that didn't throw the ball. They did a lot of running. Your numbers are going to look bad when
Lamar don't sit in the pocket.
Runs. Even when it's a pass play design, fucking Lamar Jackson runs the goddamn ball.
Runs into pressure.
So you got to take that into accountability. You know what I mean? The only reason why his grade for passing rate so low is because he came from a running team.
Okay, I can agree with that. So let's say it's more like 75, right?
Yeah.
Let's say it's more like 75. I don't have an issue with him. It's not him that I have an issue with because I'm just saying if Burford is next to him and Burford is like a 65, that's the gap they about to run through. They're not about to run through JPJ side. They're gonna run through Burford's side.
And when it comes to Burford, I feel like a lot of his shit came from the decreasing of what Frisco's firepower actually is. You know what I mean? Like I think they got plagued with a shitload of injuries. You know what I mean? And I feel like he's a better player than what some people are giving credit for. So
those three in the interior, Linderbaum, JPJ, and Bufford, I think is a major upgrade from what we were doing last year.
We'll be able to run it. We'll be able to run.
I like Bufford's aggression in the run game, and then Linderbaum is definitely a all pro.
So what about Glaze? Is he more of a run?
He's a power guy, which is why the zone don't fit. That's another reason I don't like him. He's more of a power guy. He's a power state. He relies on his power, and that's why he gets caught losing the edge a lot. Because
a lot of people are complaining about these passing grades, right? But I'm gonna just say this, and I'm saying it as respectfully as I fucking can. Who the fuck cares about these fucking passing grades when you're talking about a running team? And that's exactly what the fuck we're going to be next year. A running team. Yes, we'll throw a couple of passes. We'll spread the ball out a little bit. But let's just be honest. Let's be realistic. He runs the ball more than he throws it. So you want these guys to be on higher grades of the playbook when it calls for a material run. And for these little bitty pass plays that we do, man, these motherfuckers might rake a honey because they ain't gonna have to do a lot of pass blocking. When you run block, you ain't gotta block as long as you do when you pass blocking.
Okay, I'm gonna answer this as respectfully as I can. I just want to say that. Well, it matters in only in the sense of not only, but majority in the sense of when it's 3rd and long or 3rd and 6. When it's an obvious passing down, then I need you to pass block. And if you just scared to pass block or you're not familiar with pass blocking, then we're not gonna convert on 3rd down a lot unless we're in 3rd and short situations where we might run it like 3rd and 4 or something like that. I'm not saying it's the most major thing that you should worry about. I personally would prefer in this offense that we run the ball, have more run blockers than pass, because we're going to catch a lot of teams off guard when we pass the ball. So that helps our O linemen. So I ain't really worried about it. I was just saying, if Linderbaum, being that that's not his strength, and we have a guy right next to him, that's the gap they're running through. I'm not saying that they're going to be able to do whatever. I'm just saying that's where the leak in our offensive line is going to be, right there. That's all I'm saying.
I'd say pass blocking is probably easier to coach than say run blocking, because you can't really coach aggression. So that's hopefully that's where our coaching comes in play, and give him some better technique for his pass blocking.
Running is definitely an attitude.
Yeah. And you can't coach attitude or aggression. You're either out there trying to take somebody's paycheck out their hand, or you're wasting your time.
And I think we'll break higher in pass protection over our O line this year. Like you said, for the simple fact that Lamar, he gonna either run it or he gonna break the pocket anyway. So it's easier for you not to be able to block when you're running, when your quarterback is all over the place. That's why they're trying to keep him in the pocket a lot of times. But I think we'll be all right in the pass blocking. I just think we just make sure we can run the ball. We'll be fine. And I think that's what they went out and did, was get run blockers. And if Burford is aggressive, then I like that. We need somebody aggressive in the interior. We need an aggressive line, period.
That play is contagious. So you're out there running around, and you till the whistle blows, and you other players see that, it just gets contagious, and it starts in the trenches.
Yeah, for sure it does.
We get that going. That's a good sign.
So we got time. What is it? July 28th. Ooh, that's a long time. That's like a month. It's like a month.
Well, when did they put pads on? Yeah, is that
so the rookies come on the 28th, and I think like 3 days later or something like that, or 5 days later or something. Let me look it up. Then the vets come. So they probably ain't gonna hit till like about 2 or 3 days after that.
the rookies are there June 28th, you say? So Monday?
Yeah.
As of today?
Let's see. Come on, Dirty. I know you know when they go to camp. So, so I'm sorry, not June 28th, July.
Yeah.
July 23rd is when they rookies report, and then July 28th is when they the veterans report.
Damn, that's a long ways away.
It's like about 3 weeks and some change. That's a grip. Especially ain't nothing to talk about.
Yeah.
That's why I said I hope something big happens so we can find some more
content.
Let's see what y'all. Let me see. We still got 20 in the building. 20, a twin. He said
I'm with you, Pete. I'm with you, Pete.
He's there now. Hopefully he's at least serviceable.
Yeah, it wasn't the best pick. I'm definitely, like I said earlier, it was underwhelming when we brought him in, but I thought it was still an upgrade from Parham.
I think anything was an upgrade from Parham.
And Parham got paid, bro. That's crazy to me, but whatever. That's each his own.
Parham got gripped. He got paid.
Yeah. $10 million a year. He's doing pretty good for himself. He got a 3-year contract, I believe.
Where he at?
The Jets.
Oh wow, he went with Gino and the Jets.
Oh shit, we talked about Gino and his little mishap.
He been there since we waived him.
Oh really? We waived him?
Yeah, we waived him. We didn't even trade him.
We could have got some draft capital from them. We got draft capital from
nobody
Gino.
wanted. Nobody was taking him. They picked his ass up in like free agency.
Yeah, he still got a bag. I'm surprised he even got that, or because he's serviceable. He stays in front of his guy, but he just gets knocked back, bro. He's too light in the ass. He's missing that aggression as well, and I was sick of it.
Yeah, you gotta have that aggression. I'm sorry. The O-line, I'm talking about. He ain't gotta be like an angry type guy, but when he in the trenches, you can't.
It's controlled chaos. It's controlled chaos. You got to be out there just a fucking psycho, like. But you get contained. But you're playing the mind games out there, especially defensive linemen. They love to run their mouth, so you got to be.
Because they get the attack all game.
Yeah, you got to think about the play. You got to think about your step. You got to think about the snap count. There's shit going on down there.
Yeah, if they shift in, you got to change your assignment, all kind of crazy stuff. They just lining up and trying to find a gap to run through.
Yep. And then they'll just be talking their ear off and just trying to throw you off, and you just got to be able to block it out.
Yeah, that trench warfare, crazy, boy. They be going through it.
Hell yeah.
For real, though. But I think our line going to be cool. I'll tell you, I'm not worried about our line. I'm not. Because I know we wasn't that far off last year. We just was scheming wrong and our alignments was terrible. This was a lot going on in that.
They were watching film on YouTube, bro, and the coach wasn't even conducting the meetings. It was bad. I just more sabotage, like 3 years in a row, bro. I don't know how we bounced back from the McDaniels, from the Pete Carroll, even, like, bro. This is not right away. I feel like we're gonna have to let it breathe this year. Like, I'm not expecting success right away, but we'll see. We'll see.
See, the problem is you can get success right away and then get trashed the following year. You know what I mean? I don't want that. So, I mean, if we gonna talk about winning now, then show me that you winning, that you want to win now, man.
Go get Jettis.
Get me some motherfucking talent, bro.
Sign a right tackle.
Yeah, you gotta give him a couple drafts. I'm talking about with the new coach. Give him one more draft and then start being like, all right, we need this now, because the next year we should get probably like, well, depending on how our D tackles play. But we should probably be doing that. Probably go get a wide receiver. Probably get some linebackers. That's what we Those are our needs. We need a right tackle.
Shoot, maybe a left tackle. Fuck. I'm not too. I don't know if Miller's. We'll see. We'll see.
First round.
Miller would look the
round.
best he'd looked his whole career, in my opinion, last year before he got hurt. He looked
Right.
like he was playing aggressive. He looked like he took on that leadership role, and then got hurt again.
You got rolled up from behind. Like that's like one of those injuries that it's kind of like being if you were sitting in a parked car and somebody just hit you.
Dink.
That's what that's like. Like if you were just sitting in a parked car on the side of the road or even at the light, somebody just hit you from behind. Yeah?
Well, it happens a lot. It happens a lot, especially with offensive linemen. It's part of the game.
So people get rolled up on, they still make it out. So what we talking about?
The issue now is he's getting up there in age, and the injuries are piling up against him. So how fast can he bounce back after the last one? And we'll see.
But it's a high ankle sprain. We ain't talking about no ligaments. It's just a high ankle sprain. That's all that was. That's like the least of the injuries next to a regular ankle sprain.
We'll see.
Like high ankle sprain.
Y'all know how I feel, bro. I like Colton Miller, but bro, I'm not all for spending all this money on something that ain't gonna play. You know, like I just don't get it. I don't get it. I get the loyalty. Everybody's like, "Oh, you got to be loyal." Okay, cool, great.
The last Oakland Raider.
Yeah, but shit, bro, I don't have to be. Look, if your best friend is a millionaire and you're loyal to him, do you still got to be loyal to him when he becomes a bum? Because you was only his friend because he was a millionaire. So, like, were you truly loyal to him in the first place? Like, the only reason why we like him is because he played for the Raiders. If he played for somebody else, will we fucking care? No. If we didn't draft him, we wouldn't even fucking care. We'd be like, whatever. He's not a real Raider. He was brought here.
Yeah.
So that's all I'm saying, man. Like, I get it. Like I say, man, time passes everybody by. You know what I mean? Nobody has defeated time. Not nobody I know. It passes everybody by at some point in time.
It takes longer to recover. The older you get.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Believe me, I know. I'm spending buku bucks right now trying to fucking get back to just give me 6 years ago, bro. I don't even need to be back in my 20s. Just give me my back from 6 years ago. Nigga, my back 6 years ago was great.
Yeah.
My back now? Shit.
Them stem cells, bro, go down to Mexico.
Nigga can't walk a flight of steps without my fucking hips hurting.
I pinched my nerve last week, bro, in my left side.
I don't even want to talk about that.
I've been fucking miserable for like the past 2 weeks.
Only thing that's gonna get it out is a chiropractor.
Yeah, I went to one. I got a TENS unit. I got acupuncture, little cupping things you do.
Yeah,
the infrared beams, whatever.
Yeah,
I'm trying.
Yeah, I gotta go and do the back compression machine shit. The shit pull. They strap you in like a fucking roller coaster, and that shit pull on your
stretch you out.
Yeah.
Pause.
Wow.
I don't pause. I go full force.
Fuck, you right?
Oh wow. People say he don't pause, he go full first.
Usually I don't play that game, but sometimes
Me neither.
I'll catch
Sometimes
myself.
it do sound weird.
Yeah, I'm like,
Sometimes you
hold
gotta
on.
say it.
These youngsters listening to me think some weird shit. Like, hold on.
Yeah, some things do sound a whole lot. Like
I'm gonna just say this. I'm gonna say this, man, and I say this with all due respect to everybody, bro. If I say something and your mind immediately goes gay, you're the gay one.
Yeah, that's what I thought was not. Yeah,
you're
like,
not me.
Why you go there for, bro? Yep.
Why your mind go gay? Stop watching all this
some things
goddamn
do sound
ass
egregiously
TV.
gay, though.
Some
things do sound egregiously
bro,
gay, though. But I for the most part, I agree with you. Like, why would your mind think that like that?
But if we're like talking football, like you got to be able to separate it. And I don't know.
If I'm talking at all, I'm not gay, so don't think I'm saying some gay shit. All right, it's disrespectful.
I'm
it's
with
rude.
you, bro. Yeah,
it's rude.
I like to play that game.
Shit,
Look,
I can't even go to a Dodger game and enjoy my favorite thing at a Dodger game, which is a goddamn Dodger dog. Motherfuckers is yo.
I don't care about that. I'm with you on that.
Extra mustard.
Take a picture of me eating this motherfucking hot dog all you want to, nigga. I'm gonna enjoy this bitch.
No, you gotta break it up now and eat it again.
No, nigga,
like a banana.
Yeah, like a banana.
Hey, look, I love bananas. I need the potassium.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I'm not with all this. I'm making it new, bro. New era these days, man. It's a new year. Told y'all I'm coming back. The same old niggas coming back, bro. I ain't with all the pause and shit. I ain't gay, so don't think I say some gay shit. If you do think I'm saying some gay shit, that's because you gay. And you got gay tendencies. And you want to explore your gay tendencies mentally. I'm not saying physically, but mentally, you fantasize about some gay shit.
That boy
That's
said
why
you are emotionally gay. He said you're emotionally gay.
You're emotionally gay.
I would tell somebody that I'm like, hey, you emotionally gay. I would be like, just don't let it come physically, because it starts in the emotion though, so that means you bi-curious.
Emotionally and mentally gay. You're just not physically gay.
He said you're mentally gay.
You one step away.
Yeah, you one slip away. You on the verge of being turned out.
You one jail cell away from being gay.
It might not even take that much.
I hope it take that much. I hope it take that much. I hope it take.
Motherfucker having sleepovers with
everybody want to catch a Raider game one weekend, all of a sudden be like, you know what? I want to try some dick in the ass. No.
That sounds like a San Francisco channel. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm here in Frisco.
That's why I don't want Debo on our team.
For this Raider game, man. I think I want to see what the city's all about. No,
that's what I'm saying. We can't let Debo win, because then
in that case, get rid of gay.
I like Debo. Nah, you like Debo. See, if he was on my team, he would be the player. He would be the teammate I would not hang around at all.
Anything that has to do with gay tendencies, I find to be gay, Raider Pete. Anything with gay tendencies, I find to be gay. I don't subscribe to the gayness. I don't. Look, they people just like us, right?
What about this, Dirty? Look, go ahead.
That's what I'm responding to. Look, they people just like us. They don't deserve no special treatment. Kiss my ass. All right. You bleed just like me. You die just like me. You pay taxes just like me. A lot of y'all struggle just like me. You regular folk with a little something different about you. I'm not giving you no fucking special treatment. Fuck you. You want to be treated normal? I'ma treat you motherfucking normal.
What kind of special? Yeah.
Mama name him Clay. I'ma call him
I'm
Clay.
gonna name him Clay. Yeah. I'm gonna call him Clay.
Does Mama name him Clay? I'm gonna call him Clay. Mm-hmm. That's right.
Man. I do like I brought this up last week. The Raiders are like one of 9 teams that didn't celebrate the Gay Pride Month thing, or they didn't acknowledge it.
Shout out to the Raiders.
I like that.
We don't have to acknowledge it. We created it. Why we gotta acknowledge it? We created it.
Oh no.
With Carl Nassib.
Oh no.
that
Bro, that was, believe it or not, that was the first year the NFL started celebrating it.
Yeah.
And we were one of the only 3 teams doing it.
We anchored it in on fuck. That's why I'm fucking
one thing I want to forget.
What that tells me is all the teams that participated in it got a gay player. And they know it.
That's one way to look at it, huh?
Yeah,
we don't have one that we know of. So we didn't celebrate it.
If it was anybody on the team, who you think it's gonna be? No, don't do that. I'm just talking.
Gay, Matt Gay.
Matt A with the G being
you know who I think it is.
Oh, here we go.
That nigga's pictures were a little suspect.
Oh, don't do him like that. That was just part of the humiliation ritual.
I saw the Michael Jackson movie.
Yeah, Mendoza don't get no bitches. That's
here we go.
Yeah. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see.
Hey, look.
If he can't get nothing now, he never will.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. It didn't work well for AC Green.
Here, like AC Green.
Bitch, don't call here anymore. Hey, look, I'm just saying, you can't be no 41-year-old virgin in the NFL, man.
Wow. Hey, I'm proud of him from he ain't lost his virginity.
All that.
He doing the Tim Tebow?
Nah, he just goofy, bro.
Oh, yeah.
He just goofy, bro. That's all.
I feel like part of that too, though, is his mama's, on her way out, damn near, and
that's even more reason to have a girlfriend, somebody who met your mom and got the stamp of the approval.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm saying, I'm sure his boyfriend met his mom.
Keeping her happy.
You know what?
I told you, I don't care. As long as you go out there and you produce on the field and give me good numbers and wins, give a fuck what your sexual orientation is. I can care less. I don't give a shit for nobody. As long as you go do your job, I don't give a shit what the fuck you do on your spare time. As long as you do your job. That's all I care about. I don't care about nothing else. I don't care about nothing else. And that's just being honest. I care less about anything else, man. That's the problem with the world. So concerned about everybody else's business except for you. Can't worry about your own. I got problems, just like anybody else. So I'm gonna give them shit for their problems? Nope, not at all.
You said you're not exempt.
Huh?
You said they're not exempt.
No, they're not fucking exempt. I actually voted for gay marriage to be legalized. Why? Because I wanted them motherfuckers to get married and divorced just like regular fucking people. I want you to feel what it feels like to lose half your shit since you want to be a part of this crew. I want you to feel like what it's gonna feel to lose half your shit in a divorce. That's why. Y'all just separate and go your separate ways, and everybody living all happy, go lucky.
That always kind of confused me. Like you wanted to like solidify your gay love in front of God. Like what? That's I don't know.
Most churches don't do it. It's usually justice of the peace. It's not a lot of pastors and things that'll do it. It's more justice of the peace doing it.
I'm for it, them doing what they want to do, and if whatever they. But at the same time, like why? Yeah.
I just want you to lose half your shit in a divorce. I want you to be equal. You want to feel equal? Well, here's the equality.
I don't even care that much.
You're gonna lose half your shit.
He said, "Why should y'all get off easy?" He's like, "Why should y'all get off easy? The rest of us don't. Come on."
Exactly. Why should you get off easy? So you gonna pay some alimony till your man finds some better dick than what you got. So you gonna feel like I did when I got divorced. My wife divorced me, found some. I guess. Oh no, she's still single. So I guess there ain't no better. But still, you know.
Dang, for real.
Yeah, she's still single. My ex-wife's still single. Yeah.
Dang.
It's been 16 years. She's still single.
My boss said maybe it wasn't you, huh?
Oh, I know it wasn't me. I know for a fact it wasn't me. Some people you just, they are who they are. It is what it is.
They want to be independent.
You can't change them. You can't change them.
Oh, he said 16 years ago. Yeah, that definitely ain't me. That's a you thing.
No, she's had boyfriends or whatnot in that time frame.
Yeah, of course.
But no, she ain't got married again.
Max for Jay Jetta's straight up trade.
Negative.
I don't know if the Vikings would think that's a fair one. I'd do it in a heartbeat, but I don't think the Vikings would buy into that. We'd have to give up something. Max is an injury prone.
We can give them AOC and Max.
Yeah. AOC might be their best quarterback if that's the case.
He would be their best quarterback.
He ain't better than Kyler Murray. Stop
The GOAT. He's already got like 2 feet on him.
He do got like 2 feet on him, though. He might go in the whole quarterback room and intimidate all of them.
Yeah. Kyler Murray going to practice like, give me my little brother ball back.
He said, well, give my little brother ball back.
Blessings to you, JT. What's good with you, brother?
I got a lot of balls. I got enough money to get a lot of balls. The first round and the second.
Nah,
that's kind of high for a wide receiver.
His price tag is a first and a third. That's his price tag right now. So, I'm not venturing past that first and third.
If you want two number twos, I can give you that. But
yeah, I give you 2 number 2. I split it 2 number 2s.
Yeah.
But like I said, if Justin Jefferson comes here and puts me in the playoffs, that first round pick don't mean shit next year because it ain't where I wanted it to be. I was gonna draft a wide receiver, but I don't need one. So that pick don't mean shit to me now.
And plus, no wide receiver you're gonna get in the draft gonna be better than Jefferson. So
no,
it would only make sense. It would only make sense to use that first round pick even like the first and maybe even a second round pick, but let's just keep it lit like a first and a third. I can live with that. Essentially, you're just giving up a third.
I think there's like 2 or 3 wide receivers that could. I don't know if they're better than Jefferson, of course, but they're definitely on that tier. Where if you could get him at their rookie contract, that would be more advantageous. But
yeah, but if I can get instant production right now versus taking a gamble, I'll do that all day.
Yeah, and
you put Jefferson on the field, the defense gotta. They like, how we gonna keep up with Bowers and Jefferson, and then if neither one of them get the ball, Genty come running by you, running through you, running around you. Like that would be crazy. That'd be hard to game plan. And then Tucker can go back to being a little slot receiver. That you know what I'm saying, and he ain't gotta be the.
No, you put Jalen Naylor. You put Naylor in the slot. You let Tucker be that outside speed.
Yeah, you got to keep him on the outside.
Yeah, but that's easy to guard. That's easier to guard, though.
Yeah, but if I gotta send my corner underneath on Tucker and gotta send my safety over the top, that opens up for somebody else. You know what I mean? Like, there's not a lot of corners that can even run with Justin Tucker. I mean, that can run with Tucker in the first place. You know what I mean? So if you got Justin Jefferson on one side, who you gonna double, Tucker or Jefferson? Exactly. So now you're leaving Tucker one-on-one with somebody who can't even run with him. Like, and then you got Naylor too.
Oh, Justin, you said Jefferson or Tucker? That's what you said?
Huh?
You said who would I double? You said Jefferson or Tucker?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, I thought you said something else because I said either one of them, but
yeah,
sure, right. Jefferson.
Jefferson. Right. So that leaves Tucker one-on-one, right? And then you got to worry about Naylor. You got to worry about Bowers. Like, that's a lot to worry about. So you at that point you can't even double team Jefferson.
Not too many times.
So, I mean, you bring in a Justin Jefferson, you instantly can relax with Trey Tucker not being your number one.
I think Naylor's gonna.
And if he gets 800 yards, you happy with that? Because you know for a fact Justin Jefferson gonna have at least 1,500.
I don't look at Tucker like the number one. I think Naylor's that number one.
I don't think there is a number one.
I think your number one target is Brock Bowers.
That's different, though. Number one target and the number one receiver is different, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But when it comes to number one wide receiver, that's probably like a split. That's like a split responsibility with the receiver room you got right now.
Yeah,
so
out of all of them. Yeah, for real. If anything, it's going to be Dante Thornton. If you're going to pick one player, because he's the one that can stretch the field the fastest and with the body. Because you can try to do it with Tucker, but then you can run certain coverages and he's just too smart because then you got to drop a ball in the bucket all the time instead of just throwing it out there and hoping that the big body receiver can go up and high point the ball.
Yeah.
Between the safety and the corner, but I don't know. I just don't think the offense is predicated on that. But if we got Jefferson, that'll change up some things. For real. It would change up some things. But
change a whole lot of things, truthfully.
Yeah, it would. Because then we can go back to being who we have to give up though, because some of them receivers will have to go.
No.
Thornton, either Besh or Thornton, one of them, or
Besh. I'm fine with Besh. I'm fine with Beck. I'm fine with fucking getting rid of Dylan Labe. Shit, I don't give a fuck. You can get rid of any player. You don't have to necessarily be a wide receiver. You can get rid of anybody. And Dylan Labe would be my best choice.
I definitely think the game plan is cutting down offensive line for sure. as far as keeping like 7 to 8, because we got all the versatility to make room for more position players.
We are gonna run the ball a whole lot.
A whole lot.
Gente gonna eat like it's at a buffet in Vegas.
I guarantee you, we'll run the ball so much, and Dylan Labe still won't get a chance to run with it. So why keep him?
That's cold.
He's not a good punt. He's not a good punt returner. Don't even say that. He's not a good punt returner. He can't read the field. He always end up running straight into fucking tackles.
His best position is personal blocker for the punter.
Man, his best position is on the side of Deuce Gruden in the fucking weight room, nigga. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Yeah, he's wasting the roster spot at this point.
He is.
He a locker room fit.
Man, he ain't even a locker room fit, bro.
They like him a lot.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
That's a lie. No, they don't. Some cats don't even know who he is.
Come on, now. Some cats ain't even gonna be on the team. Like,
yeah, but there's vets there that's like who?
I've seen some prominent players talk highly of him because I always was wondering why he's still around. That's what I was trying to figure out. And it appears that he keeps things lighthearted, I guess. But I'm not one for keeping a player just for that, because I need you to perform on the field doing something.
Handing out towels and keeping cleats warm.
Giving away the ball. He got like 2 carries and 2 fumbles. Is it something crazy? Bro, nah. He's damaged goods at this point. Taking up a roster spot.
I just know he fumbled on the first one, and that's not good.
Yeah, that was demoralizing. That's
every time he's been in the game, he's done something wrong in the regular season. He's a preseason player. I'm good on just having preseason players, bro. I'm good. If you can't produce in the regular season, what are you here for?
Yeah, career backups. I need players that can contribute when it's time to go.
Yeah,
it's time to go.
Is that the magic word?
Oh no, that's the song. I heard it saying, he said his only chance is a third down back in special teams.
I wouldn't even put him on third downs. I don't trust him. I don't.
Definitely not third down.
Hell nah. Fumbleitis?
Nah.
I'm not putting fumbleitis in on third down.
We got to upgrade everywhere, all over the place.
Fumble Ruski.
But I do like that the rookie Washington. I think that's
we gotta see if he can. Well, we gotta see if he hold on to the ball.
Yeah, that's most running backs, but yeah.
Yeah, I think, but he been having a fumbling problems last.
I saw that. How many fumbles did he have? Like 3 in his whole college career or something? I know.
Let me see.
I didn't think it was too much. I mean, there's something there, but you could always get better at anything, like you said earlier. It can improve. Everybody. Like Max Crosby could fucking improve and put some muscle on and get some more sacks.
Was his dad? His dad was in the NFL.
Who?
His dad was I wonder if this is his dad. Mike Washington played cornerback for the Tampa Bay. But it says he had. It said in his career He had 15 total fumbles. He lost 7 of them.
Who?
Mike Washington Jr. So last year he had 3 fumbles. The year before that he had 6 fumbles. The year before that he had 2 fumbles, and the year before that he had 4 fumbles.
How does that add up to 15? I guess. Oh yeah,
That's
I guess.
15.
Yeah,
but he lost 7 of them. So
okay.
But still, that's still a lot. Because just giving up the ball, period, you got lucky.
Okay, so
7 or 8 times.
His last year in college, he gave up three fumbles. The
year before that, 6.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But maybe he only lost like a couple of them. But still, at the end of the day, me knowing that, I'm hitting him because he gonna give up the ball. I'm gonna hit him in his arm with the ball at. Like if I try to run up on him, I'm gonna try to run up on him and hit him.
Put your
with
helmet.
my shoulder in
Put your
his
helmet
wrist.
on the ball. Yeah.
Yeah.
The crown of their helmet up right to the ball.
Because he might give it up. But if they teach him how to hold on to it and he stop fumbling, then he gonna be a problem. Because that might be why he trying to drop as low as he did.
If a if was a fifth,
we all be drunk as a skunk.
But he's an upgrade from Lobby. Fuck that.
all day.
Shit, I'm done with that Lobby experiment.
At the least, right? That was crazy.
Shit, the boy from Indiana, he better than Dylan Labe.
Well, Henry.
Yeah. We'll see. I got to see the pads. Yeah, I hope so. I kind of like that idea. He's kind of a smaller scat back kind of type. A different weapon, different dynamic when he's in the game. Another safety blanket for the quarterbacks. And he's pretty solid pass blocker, which can keep him on the field on third downs.
Right, because he can get the ball sometimes then.
Yep, and just pull out and peel out and get a little check down. Open up the offense, and you get gain all kinds of yards like that. So that's something we've been missing. We didn't do it a lot with Josh Jacobs, which I don't know why. He played slot at Alabama. He was primarily almost like a slot weapon at Alabama, and then John Gruden got him and just turned him into a battery ram, which I like. Josh Jacobs he's just a baller, but we didn't take advantage of all his strengths. And Zamir White's just no hope for that.
Sorry, Zamir.
No.
Sorry, Zamir.
That was
I'm not sorry. You had an opportunity. You didn't capitalize on it. What I gotta be sorry for?
Pie in the sky dream.
You be sorry. Sorry you fucked up your opportunity. Nigga,
is sorry.
Is he still a free agent? Did somebody pick? I thought the Chargers were looking at him last or something.
He ain't nobody trying to pick up that dude, bro. Let that motherfucker ride his horses, bro.
Zamir White.
Oh yeah,
I think somebody picked him up.
Play with your goddamn horses, bro.
He had a tryout or something.
Man, nigga, the CFL didn't even want his ass. Rocks League didn't even want his ass, bro. I just watched that shit. I didn't see nothing about him.
The Miami Dolphins.
He went to the Dolphins. He got.
They don't want that nigga in the NFL Europe. They don't even want his ass.
He's got another chance with the Dolphins.
With the Dolphins, he just had a workout with the Dolphins.
We'll see.
I guarantee you, 3 years time, he'll be the top black rodeo. Yeah, I'm gonna see him in the Wilson Pickett Classic, nigga. Like,
Oh man, that's crazy. I did not know what you was about to say, but I didn't think you was gonna say that.
oh yeah, I'm educated. I go to the Black Rodeo. I go to the Black Rodeo.
It's time to go to sleep now.
Black line dancing is the shit.
It's checkout time.
Black line dancing.
Yeah, that's what I said.
We gotta go.
Right. It's checkout time.
It's been a blast. I gotta go get me some sleep so I can get up and go on this yacht tomorrow.
Sheesh.
Early checkout? Is it time to check out?
But I gotta go get on this yacht tomorrow.
Oh God, some of us are just I'm not able. I need to learn to run in the circles you run in.
Yes, you do.
I'll get there one day.
Hey, it takes time for everybody. Okay, it takes time.
Can you give the people that thank you to Russell Simmons? Thank you. God bless and good night.
Hey, 50 billion things on the face of the planet you could be doing. The fact that you allowed us to grace your screen for any amount of time is greatly appreciated, more than we can verbally express. And, you know, as I always say, fuck who hates you. Who fucking loves you? Good night. Peace.
I love you, baby. Because I'm all right out of home.
Raiders.